I want to correct a falsehood that has been going on for decades about General in the 1966 coup. The so-called Igbo coup. The maliciously called Igbo coup. The British people don't trust Igbos to defend their interests. They know very well that Igbos are uncontrollable. Igbos can be tamed. Igbos will kick them out of Nigeria in few years. So they don't trust Igbos. They signed an agreement with the Fulani to defend their interests and empower them. They created all the necessary structures to make sure that Fulani remains in power. That's what the British did. It was Britain that clearly told Zik, you are not going to be the first leader of Nigeria. They threatened him for prosecution. They said they would jail him if he attempts to take over Nigeria, its first president. Zik was the one who fought Nigeria independence. It was Zik. But what the British people didn't do was not to recruit people in the military and public service without merit. The British didn't do that. In as much that the British people planned to have Fulani rule and control Nigeria for their own interests, they never ever did non-meritorious recruitment. It was because of meritorious recruitment, which requires you, before you enter the military, you must have school cert, Cambridge school cert, Cambridge GCE. You must have it, or higher school cert, for you to go through a commission process into the military, or to senior cadre in police and other law enforcement. And Igbos were dominant. If you make it on merit, you know the Igbos will take 90%. Anytime you introduce merit in anything, Igbos will dominate it. Because they are excellent people. Give it to them. That's the truth. So Igbos were over 60% of senior officers in military, over 60% in police, in public service over 60%. And that was the status, how it was. Because recruitment were based on merit. Now, they forced Zik. First of all, the two conditions they gave Zik for independence are: number one, the three regions must agree for independence. They not say they don't want independence. That was why we didn't have independence in 1957. It was Saduana that told the British people, we don't want to be independent. Three, that Zik will never be the president of the new nation. And that Zik must not accept anything called secession inside the Constitution, 1958 Constitution. Some of you will keep on saying Zik was the one Nigerian man. Zik was the person who did not want to exile. It's a lie. In 1946 Constitution, Zik advocated for Igbo to be separated from Nigeria. Zik supported Biafra. It was because of Zik that 4 African nations, 4 recognized Biafra. He called them and told them to recognize Biafra. Anybody telling you that Zik does not want Nigeria to be divided is a liar. For that Zik in 1958 Constitutional Conference said they should not put secession in Nigerian Constitution. Well, because the British mandated him to do that. It was the British that mandated him as a condition for independence. They told him, number one, you're not going to be the leader of the new nation. 2, you're not going to allow secession. If we must give you independence. That was why Zik did that. It was not because Zik wanted Nigeria to be one. It's not true. He has earlier asked for separation in 1946 Constitution. And he supported Biafra. You know that it was Zik that made African nations to recognize Biafra. If he didn't want separation, why did he do that? Now, Zik accepted. That was why he made it say, so long that Nigeria is independent, it doesn't care whether he's the first leader or not. Julius Nyerere, Kwame Nkrumah, Kenyatta, all these people are Zik boys. They helped all these nations to become independent. They were looking up to him to also be the first leader of Nigeria. They were disappointed that Zik was not the first leader. They were very disappointed. It was what Britain want. Britain does not want Igbo control. Do you know that in 1959 elections, Zik and CNC scored 2.4 million votes. 2.4 million votes. That was Zik and CSC. Naturally, Zik is supposed to be the head of state. He's supposed to be the Prime Minister of Nigeria. Ahmadu Bello MPC scored 1.9 million. Whereas Awolowo AG scored 1.4 million. But it was Tafawa Balewa that became Prime Minister. Because Britain want it like that. Britain say that the Igbos are uncontrollable. The Igbos cannot, because they don't believe, they don't trust them to serve their interests. They know that the Igbo will kick them out, kick their ass out of Nigeria once they are allowed to control Nigeria. Now, let me tell you something that happened immediately after independence. Some of you don't know where. They don't tell these stories. They don't give this story background. They created a narrative that will put Igbos in danger and put them in quandary. And everybody were running with their narrative. That's why they don't study history in Nigeria. They don't in history, because they know why. You know why they don't put history? They don't study history in school. You know why they don't study history in school? The reason why they don't study history in school is because they prefer the public opinion media propaganda to run Nigerian history, where all of you are told that Igbo did this, Igbo did this, Igbo did this, Igbo did this, Igbo did this. That one is preferable, because any day they put history in Nigerian curriculum as an education, it becomes a legal document. The day they put history to be made history to be studied in secondary school, it becomes a legal document, studying Nigerian history. And if they go, this propaganda they are making you put a belief. Igbo did this, Igbo did this, Igbo Juku, Igbo did this. The day they make history part of Nigerian curriculum, and it becomes a legal document, and there will be legal battle. The truth of what actually happened will go to court. Because you cannot teach lie as a curriculum. That is why they remove history from secondary school. Because why? They cannot make it a legal document. Once you make this slide, they're telling you, Igbo coup, Igbo killed this, Igbo did this, Igbo did this, Igbo did this, this is what Biafra. They can't tell the true story of the Biafra war. The day they make it a curriculum, do you know what's going to happen? People go to court. So they have to remove it from educational system and now allow the lie in media server and the propaganda to shrink. That one is better for their politics against Igbo. Now let me tell you what happened. As soon as Tafawa Balewa took over as Prime Minister of Nigeria in 19, even though they didn't win the election, then Zik scored 2.4 million votes. MPC scored 1.9 million votes. Yet Zik was not the Prime Minister. Tafawa Balewa ordered the principal of King's College. It has never happened in Nigerian history. King's College is an elite school for the best or the brightest of the kids. He ordered the principal of King's College.
All right, welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome back, welcome back. So we are going to start the program without wasting much time. I can see some of us on the comment section. I greet you all. As you can see the title, we are here with Barrister, who is going to lecture us as always. Please, if you join us anytime you are going to watch the video, if you are watching live, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share it on any platform of your choice. Yes, it's kind of emergency. The notification, is not very long. Barrister just notified us, today, this morning, that this morning Biafran time. So I don't know when. So Barrister maybe yesterday, but we are here this morning, his time, and this afternoon Biafra land or evening to do what you can to try and do one or two things before fundraising. So we have a limited time to run this program together, and some of our brothers are not, they did not make it, although Ray Biafra is sharing it on his platform. I dropped the link on the group. I dropped the link in the group, and it seems like other people are engaged. I don't know, but we have to start without wasting much time. Please like the video and subscribe if you are new. Like I said, make sure you share it on any platform of your choice. All right, so let's continue. I have to welcome Barrister. Barrister, can you hear me?
Hello, yes, sir.
Good day to you, sir.
Thank you so much.
The morning your time, right?
Yes, this is afternoon.
Oh, afternoon.
This is 11 o'clock here.
Okay.
11 a.m.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome. So have the mic. Let's hear from you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Like I told you, it is because of my time, because I plan to.
We are having
I felt I felt I should come online because of the nature of the struggle and
your line is breaking. Barrister, I don't know. Your line is breaking. Your line is breaking. Barrister, can you go out and come back? Okay, say something. Let's check again. Can you just continue? Let me check if there.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, we are hearing you now. Yeah, I think it's more better now.
Is it all right now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I can continue.
Sure. Yes, continue, sir.
Okay. The stage we have reached at this struggle requires that everybody who has the interest of our people at heart comes out to contribute whatever quota you can. You are expected to come out and contribute. That is why at times I try and make out time to be here. And this particular time I am here for this address is because I wouldn't be around for some time. I wouldn't be around. I may be traveling home for some other important things,
yes,
which has to do with my family. Even though it is good news, nothing bad. So I wouldn't be in the US during this period for about 3 or 4 months. But I felt I should come out to talk to our people about freedom and why they should always support the government of USB, the government of United States of Biafra, under Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Yes. I was listening to the write-up of, I listened to the write-up of Obinna Uzoganobi, and I felt so bad about it. I also listened to Ugo 247, the video he just made and what he was saying, and it also icked me. And I felt I should come out to make my contributions so far, what I have observed in the struggle. All of us know that after the Civil War, General Gowon came out to say that if he knew that the Igbos love money, that he wouldn't have gone to war. I hope you are hearing me.
Yes, I am hearing you, sir. I'm hearing you, sir. Just continue. Because there's an emergency from above. I will get back to you. Just continue. I will join you now.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Continue, sir. I'm listening to you. We are hearing you.
Okay. So that you wouldn't have gone to war. That you would have rather used money to fight the war. That is what he said, and which is not a good remark to our people. And from what is happening now, it appears that is what the Nigerian government is applying. When one considers what, in fact, I have to call out names. We have to call out people. The time has come when we should be calling out people. When one considers what Ogenkere has been doing, what Imam Madabu has been doing, what Pastor Van, what he has been doing, even the woman in France. One needs to come out and call these people out so that Biafrans will be very weary their antics, so that Biafrans will know that these people do not mean well for our people. It has to be reiterated several times so that it will sink into the hearts of our people that these people do not mean well. And because of that, Biafrans should not be listening to them for whatever reasons. Biafrans should not be listening to them. Today, I am going to talk about what we call hearsay evidence. Hearsay evidence, which is one of the bedrocks of how the courts arrive at any decision. How the courts sieve evidence, how evidence is sieved in the law courts. It is called the primary evidence, the best evidence. If what is in issue before any court of law is an evidence of what somebody said, the only way to prove that thing is for the person who had that thing to come to court and say, I had it with my 2 eyes, with my 2 ears. What this person, I had it myself. It will not be that Mr. X told me or Mr. Y told me. No. It must be that you had it yourself. You had it with your ears. And that is the primary evidence, the best evidence. Anytime you say somebody told you, the court will not accept that evidence. It is hearsay. The court will not accept it. If it is the evidence of something that is an issue, whether it is something whether it is soft or whether it is hard, and the court wants to know, it is the evidence of the person who actually touched it, the person who touched it. The person who touched that the court will ask you, this thing did you touch it? Did you touch it with your own hands? And you will say, yes, I touched it. Then the court will ask you, is it solid or not? That is the evidence the court is going to take. Not that somebody told you that it is a rock or it is not a rock, all those things. The court will not accept those things. Or if it is an evidence of something you saw with your eyes, it is the person who saw that thing, the very person who saw it. Not that somebody told me, I saw this. The court will not accept that. It seems like what we call hearsay evidence, which is not admissible in any court of law. If there's a document that is in court, and you want to prove the contents of that document, all you need to do is to apply to the court for the certified true copy of that document. The court will give you certified true copy. Because when a document is in court, it is not a public document. Anybody can apply to have that document. The court will give you certified true copy. Then you will now use it to prove whatever you want to prove. Not that somebody told you that this is the contents of this document, this is the contents of this, when you have not seen it, when you have not read it. It is not done. So we have come to the point where we have to let our people know that anybody who up till now is still listening to Imam Maduabu and his group, all of them that say they are in CRC or BGC, all of them, that person is doing a disservice to our people. Because these people should not be listened to. Because these people are distracting us. They are causing so much distractions.
Seriously.
Or people who go, hello?
I am here, sir. I say
yes.
Seriously, I'm listening to you.
Yes. Or people who go to listen to Ogenkere. Anybody that is listening to Ogenkere does not love our people. Any Biafran that goes to listen to Ogenkere does not love our people. I have my reasons. Both Ogenkere, both Pastor Van, both to go 247, both CRC, BGC of Imam Madabu. If you go to these platforms to listen to these people, you don't love our people at all. And that is not what we are supposed to be doing at this stage.
Barrister,
yes.
I want to borrow just 2 minutes from you. Just now, I received a call from someone in the cabinet saying that there's a change to to the account. So Makande, if you have not paid it,
okay.
Yeah, please. There's a new update that the old mandate account has been changed because some group of people are interfering in that account. So there's a new account that I will display on my screen now. And you also, if you have anybody in the government that you can call for verification, please feel free to do so, because I just received a call that I should help share it on my platform. So please, any of you can also pick it up and share it as well. And for those of you that are not, if you are not in my WhatsApp group, I expect you to join the WhatsApp group, because that message is already there in the WhatsApp group. Thank you so much. Continue, Barrister.
Yes, it is so surprising up to me up to this stage that Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa came up. He came up and formed BRIGY. He formed BRIGY. And in that BRIGY that he formed, Dr. Ngozi Arabese was the COS, Chief of Staff. Ogenkere was the Minister of Finance. Imam Madabo was the head of CRC, which is an ad hoc committee, constitution, resolution committee. The committee that was set up to resolve conflict, committee for resolution of conflict. He was the chairman. And after we have redeclared, people are still going back to talk about BRIGY of Ogenkere, BRIGY of Imam Madabo. It is so surprising. The only BRIGY that we have in law in this struggle is that BRIGY where Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was the president of that BRIGY. And that BRIGY, which we used to redeclare United States of Biafra, after we have done self-referendum. So any other person talking about BRIGY, Imam Madabo has his own BRIGY, which they now call BRIGY Governing Council or Biafran Governing Council. It is terrible. And Ogenkere has his own, which is a product of forgery, where he altered so many things. Forgery by altering so many things, altering people's names. It is quite unheard of. And yet some of our people are still going to listen to these people. It is so nauseating that some of our people, Biafrans who purport to say they want freedom, they go to listen to these people that are distracting them. Or some go to listen to Ugo 247. Ugo 247 has up till now has not produced any evidence to prove what he's saying against USB government. He has not produced any evidence. When he talks about the lawyers,
our program earlier today.
Yes.
Okay.
When he talked about the lawyers, he was not there. He was not with them. He wasn't there. So how can he talk of what he was not part of? He doesn't know what they were discussing. That is why all that he was saying in that those things are all hearsay. They are neither here nor there. They go to no issue. And nobody should listen to him. He has not brought out any empirical evidence to show that this is what happened.
Exactly.
Yes. For him to give any convincing account, you have to tell Biafran that he was there, that he was physically present when these things were happening. So he cannot just come on air and start ranting, because he has a platform.
We even demand, sorry to jump in, Barrister. We even
Yes.
demand something like any tangible evidence to back up his claim, you know, and we have tried to see any evidence. You know, the more you listen to him, the more he actually lay more allegation without bringing up any evidence to prove his previous claim. So I don't know if anybody have noticed that. Am I the only one saying that he claimed that USB government are working hard to make sure that PM is being sent back to Nigeria. As that, if that is not enough, he said that the UCHOB and DPM, these are criminals. So you have not proved the evidence of the first one. You are not talking about the second one. So
I think he is doing all these things in bad faith. He is doing it in bad faith. That is just yes, that is just that. Not that he has anything to substantiate his claim. Yeah. He has no facts to substantiate his claim. He's just making bogus, unsubstantiated arguments, chasing wild goose on a wild goose chase. He's on a wild goose chase. Yes. So that's what he's doing. And all these things are not good for our people because not everybody has knowledge. Not everybody has knowledge. Yes. And not everybody can decipher the truth from falsehood. Not everybody has that understanding or capacity.
It's true.
Yes. It's true. That is why when I hear some of these things, I try to come out to see whether I can redirect the thoughts of our people, their direction. So let you go 247 go forward to show either by document, any voice note, not even voice note, because voices any document, yes, or even voice notes, or that he was there, or that he was in their conversation. No, but he has nothing. He just comes out because he has a platform. He can on it anytime and starts spewing rubbish out of his mouth. That is just the only reason. And in the end, they say they love Simon Ekpa. They don't love Simon Ekpa. They don't love Simon Ekpa. Eh? After the redeclaration of after what happened on 29th of November 2024. Some of our people came back to renege that they went to that Biafra was redeclared. They came to renege. They came to reason. This Imam Madabu, was he not the one that created Ogenkere?
He's one.
Was Imam Madabu not the one that created Ogenkere? Imam Madabu and his CRC and his BGC, all of them, they are the ones that created Ogenkere. And now they purport to say they love Simon Ekpa. When you are trying to rubbish what Simon Ekpa did, how do you have, what type of love is that? Because they are catching on the gullibility of our people. When you drop the name of Simon Ekpa, somebody who is sleeping will get up. When you drop the name of Mazen Namdekano, people who are sleeping will get up. That is what they are doing.
Because of the love.
Yes. Because of the love of our people, they now exploit their gullibility. Okay, they say they are getting a lawyer, international lawyer. Who is an international lawyer? What does an international lawyer do? In what court does an international lawyer practice? You go to America, you bring one say you brought this Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. His case has been decided upon since September 1 last year, and the appeal processes began immediately after September 1. It began on 2nd, the appeal process, because time will start running. About 90 days we start running for appeal. And this is the time you now know that you are going to get a lawyer. A lawyer that is not a Finnish lawyer. A lawyer that is not called to bar in Finland, does not practice in Finnish courts. What sort of rubbish is that? And they come on air, they share it, they be making bogus claims based on falsehood for our people to listen, and by so doing, they can turn the hearts of some people, which is this is treachery at its height. This is treachery at its height.
Even until now, some of them are still struggling to understand that even if a foreign lawyer cannot represent PM physically in the court.
It is terrible. It is. I just don't understand. It is terrible. Huh? You bring a lawyer from America. You say you should come to Finland. What about the lawyers that filed the appeal? Did Prime Minister Simon Ekpa tell you that those lawyers that filed the appeal, he is no longer retaining them? The matter is still in court. You say you are going to you are in the front of the president of Finland. You are near his house. What sort of topic is that one? So that is why I feel Biafran should not listen to people like this. Anybody that comes from CRC, BGC, Mamadabo, and don't listen to any of them. They do not mean well. They do not mean well.
It is obvious.
Anybody that comes from Ogenkere, don't listen to them. They do not mean well, because it was Ogenkere that told you that he has control of the then men on ground, DLA, and told them to stop working.
Yeah.
Somebody who told your army to stop defending you, for your enemies to come and kill you. What about those people that were killed at that time? Will they be revived?
Oh yeah. And
these are the people some of our people still go to listen to. And in the end, you say you want freedom. I don't believe that you want freedom. If you are one of those that go to listen to these people, or some go to listen to this woman in France, who was always telling Butus and that the money that they gave them is little.
It's not big enough.
Oh, it's very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Or is it Vam, who told you they have plan B? They have plan B. Instead of, people should know these people and avoid them like leprosy. We should avoid these people and mentioning their names like leprosy. They don't mean well for you. They don't mean well for you. The only person that you can follow, or the only group of people Biafran should follow, is the USB government.
Yeah.
And that is the only lawful entity. That is the only lawful entity that the world recognizes. Yes, it is USB, led by Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, who as at the time BRIGY was existing. As at the time BRIGY was existing before the redeclaration, she was the COS. She was the chief of staff. She was the chief of staff. And as this chief of staff, she is the person that will take over if the prime minister is not there. Because any other minister in that BRIGY cabinet is under her. This is it rocket science?
It's not, but our people are behaving as if it is.
Is this understanding rocket science? Or you people that go to these platforms, they just want to be mischievous? The struggle, the freedom we are looking for, is not for an individual. It is for the interest of over 80 million Biafrans. Yes, but somebody must be at the head at any given time. For us to succeed, somebody must be at the head at any given time. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has come, he has done his best, and he is still doing his best now. That is why he is still incarcerated. Because he has refused all the offers. If not, they would have released him. He has refused all the offers. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa came and did very well. Took us through the self-referendum, and at the point very close to redeclaration, they took him away. Then Dr. Ngozi Orabweze came, and by the grace of God, by the enablement of divine enablement, she was able to redeclare. And that redeclaration turned the table around. It made us to be a nation, a sovereign nation, an independent nation, even though we are still nascent, even though we are still in a nascent democracy. Yes, that is what we are. All we need to do now is to build it up by everybody who is a Biafran and who is freedom conscious to support the government of Dr. Ngozi Rabeze.
Yeah,
That is what we should be doing. It is not by going to listen to Ugo 247, who does not know his left from his right. Huh? Huh? All that they Ugo 247 is hearsay. He has not proved any one of them. He just hearsay. So that is why I am here today, to shout it at the rooftops that Biafrans should not listen to any of these individuals. They are misguided. They are misguided individuals. Huh? They have no scruples. They have no scruples. They are depraved human beings. Biafrans should not listen to them, please.
Thank you so much,
we have gotten our freedom. We have gotten our freedom. That redeclaration is freedom. All we need to do is to protect it. Do everything possible to protect it. Get your ID card. Apply en masse. Biafran should apply en masse for their ID card, so that in the end, we get up to millions who have gotten their ID card. Biafran should go and apply for their ID cards. It is an indirect recognition. Yes, the acquisition of that ID card is an indirect recognition. Biafran should go for it and apply for it and get it. Will Dr. Ngozi Rabeze kill herself for Biafrans before they know that the government is doing well? And I thank God that women are they are at the head. If it were men, they would have taken bribes. They would have sold us. Honestly, they would have sold us. If it were men, I am tempted to believe that the Nigerian government they are trying in many ways to reach these people, but they can't reach them. If it were men, they would have sold us. They would have taken this and they dropped the whole thing and tell you to go to blazes. But I'm so embittered. I'm so embittered.
Thank you so much, Barrister. I just want to take one of your minutes again to re-announce what you discussed before, because of this emergency information that they sent to us, to inform everybody that the account that you normally donate money there has been changed. And please, I'm struggling all this while the Barrister is talking to see how I can display it here on screen so you can see it. But because the message is quite long, we are unable to share, to share it here in this live broadcast. The link here in this comment section will take you to our WhatsApp group. So please join the WhatsApp group. If you have not joined our WhatsApp group, join there. Then I will repost it again in the WhatsApp group, so you cannot have access to the right account, right information that you need. Because according to the information that is reaching us, some people have already, tampering with the account. So the only thing you need to do, follow the link and follow the link to our WhatsApp group, so you cannot have access to the information. And you also can from your own side, you can verify if what I'm saying is true or not by reaching out to anybody in the cabinet and share it with the person. Okay, because our brother Chino just shared it to me. So please try your best and do the needful. The link here will take you straight to our WhatsApp group. So I'll be monitoring that WhatsApp group while we continue what we are doing. If I notice that some new people have joined, I will repost the information back again, because we may not see it if you go there, because You are just joining for the first time. Thank you. So, Barrister,
Yes.
some people claim that that they have all this information. That they have all this information. That DPM is not getting it right. That the only thing they need to they need to do now is to go back or remain to become dormant while waiting for PM to be released or mass number to be released. That these are the only people that they know that can fight for freedom. What do you have to say to those people?
That is the height of stupidity. Anybody who is thinking in that wise is a foolish person. Anybody who thinks in that wise it is the height of stupidity, because freedom fighting is a continuous process. It does not rest on an individual or one or two individuals. It's a continuous process.
But that is what they often argued about is that that these are the people that they can trust. So that they have tested those people like PM, Mas Namodekano, and they trust them, so that they don't want to start investing trust on another person. So is that excuse? Is it good enough?
That is a blind argument, because they have not proven that there is something that Dr. Ngozo Rabeze did why they cannot trust her. They have not. There's no proof. There's no proof. Anybody who is holding this view is not yet serious for freedom, because if we have been waiting for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to come out since 2021, then it means that by now everything would have died, and many people would have been arrested. Many people will have been arrested. In fact, what is stalling mass arrest in Biafra land is because of this redeclaration. Because redeclaration is a legal cover. It's a legal canopy. It's a shield. That redeclaration is a shield. You know what a shield is? Yes. Yeah. That is what this redeclaration is. It is a shield that is now shielding Biafrans from any untoward, any illegality on the part of Nigerian states. It is a shield. You know that countries in Europe and the United States, Canada, these countries, they apply the rule of law. The rule of law holds sway in these countries, in Europe. Yes. And what is the rule of law? That offenses are those prescribed by the law. Actions are those determined by the law, both civil and criminal. Whatever power or whatever thing you purport to do must be such that the law has, permitted that what you are doing. Yes, that is the rule of law. Even whether you are a president, whether you are a prime minister, whatever you are, your actions must be subjugated to the law. You cannot just do anything arbitrarily. You can't do it. So, like these people that say that they are BGC, CRUC, on what law? What law premised their action? What is the basis of on what grounds? What grounds? CRUC was dissolved under a properly constituted body, under BRIGY. It was dissolved. These people are just making a fun of us. They're making a fun of Biafrans. CRUC was dissolved. So who resurrected CRUC? Who resurrected it? Now, DGC, you just because Ambazonia has a Ambazonia governing council, you now come and have your own. Without any legality.
Okay.
Yes. So Ambazonia has Ambazonian governing council.
Okay.
Ambazonian governing council is a lawful one. That is it is lawful. This one here, they call it's not lawful. So because they have had Ambazonian governing council, they now say, okay, this is Biafran governing council. What on what basis? What is their foundation? BRIGY has, we use BRIGY to redeclare. And there's nothing like BRIGY again. We are no longer using BRIGY as a vehicle of independence. BRIGY has performed the role of redeclaration.
Yeah.
The proper platform now is the new nation. We are now a nation. We are now a country, a sovereign nation. Because it is the people that wields the power. The people that wield the sovereignty. Sovereignty belongs to the people. That is why we go for elections. When the essence of election is to give that sovereignty on whoever that is elected. Use our power. We give you this authority. Use this authority. So the mere fact that we voted in a self-referendum, that is the authority of USB to be redeclared. And that is why, as at today, USB is now a country, it's now a nation, legally so-called. And Dr. Ngozo Rabeze is shielded by the law. It is not easy for anybody to come near her. There's no international body that can come near the Deputy Prime Minister, COS, Dr. Ngozo Rabeze, because we have redeclared. We are no longer under a group of people. That is a very marked difference. There is a marked difference between what we were before under IPOB, when they were roaming about Europe, flying flags, and what we are now. Even under autopilot, there is a difference. And now we have redeclared, we have done redeclaration, and it has gone into the annals of history. It has gone into the annals of history that a country known as the United States of Biafra was redeclared on 29th November 2024. There's no time you write the history of the world that this thing that happened on 29th of November 2024 will not be mentioned.
Exactly.
That is what I want. We want our people to know, that we are now we have the legality. We are wearing the clothes of legality. So we are not just doing anything. And that is why every Biafran should support this government. Support you, come out and support USB. Today is fundraising. Come out and support USB. Follow the directions of the leading of USB, because that is the only legal platform we have. That is the only shield, the only cover, the only button or touch that we have. It is USB and none other. Not Ogenkere. Ogenkere has no platform. Ogenkere has no lawful platform. That is BRIGY. It's not BRIGY. It can be anything, but it is not BRIGY. And that is BRIGY does not represent Biafrans. That is BRIGY is a product of fraud, a product of forgery by alteration. Forgery by alteration. So it is not. It is neither here nor there. It is criminality at its height. You come to see Arusi, a committee that was dissolved, and you bring it back. You say you are the judiciary. Is it not madness?
Pure madness.
Is it not madness? The judiciary is a separate arm of government. In Britain practices the cabinet system of government, parliamentary system of government. You cannot find the British judiciary in the parliament. It is a separate body, a purely separate body of professionals. You know, that is British judiciary. These people are just making us a laughing stock. Look at Ogenkere saying it's a bylaw. Which country in the world oppressed by bylaw? Let them mention one country in the world that has bylaw. Every country in the world uses a constitution. which flows from the people. The people give the power, and those powers that the people give, all of them are contained in the Constitution, both for the executive, both for the legislature, both for the judiciary. They find their powers, their authority in the Constitution. Any power that is not vested in the Constitution does not apply. And that is what we call rule of law. So
Barrister, you know, you just remind me of something, because when they say that they want to sue USB government, they want to sue cabinet member, they want to sue Dr. Abese for using documents that belong to BRIGY, according to Ogenkere. So, and this group of people who claim they are now BGC, the African Government Council, and they are now in CRC, they are now the government and all that. They are the same group of people that was pushing Ogenkere, encouraging him to go and sue, to file lawsuits against Biafrans.
Now listen, that one, it's marks of abysmal ignorance. Abysmal ignorance. They don't know what they are saying. That suit would have been thrown away if the suit progressed. If that suit had progressed, it would be thrown away, because that body, that platform, they purport to be using to sue Dr. Ngozi Orebeze after the declaration does not exist. It does not exist. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes. After the declaration, BRIGY does not exist as a legal entity any longer. So that thing they were parading that time, they didn't know what they were doing. They were acting in ignorance.
But you know what I noticed that is that after that the lawsuit, because Ogenkere later sued, filed that lawsuit, and in that lawsuit, when he filed it, he did not inform those ones that were busy pushing him to go and encouraging him to go and file the lawsuit. And before the lawsuit, anyway, they have already created that bylaw that we mentioned earlier. And in that bylaw, it was written that I think they said 6 months. I have forgotten the time frame they put there. That after that time, if PM did not come out, that Ogenkere would not become their prime minister. Now, those guys who later decided to run away from Ogenkere to form the African Government Council, or to resurrect CRC as an entity. These guys, they are the same people that approved Ogenkere to keep that bylaw as a law that is going to govern them. But do you know that after they decamp from Ogenkere, they start saying that Ogenkere, that the anger or the annoyance on Ogenkere is because Ogenkere decided to push PM away and declare himself prime minister. They try to deceive Biafrans as if we are not aware that these guys have already agreed that in that bylaw, that time shall come when Ogenkere will take that PM position. So because the problem they're having is issue of account. Why did you sue Biafrans? You don't give us updates. They started having fear that if they go to court and win the case, that when that money is being paid, that Ogenkere may not include them to share it.
You see,
otherwise, ask any of them what is the reason why they started fighting among themselves. Is it because of bylaw? The answer is no. Is it because of APM or PM, anything? No. It's about accounts. It's about position.
Yes, all of them were acting without knowledge. They were acting without knowledge. They were acting in vacuum. They didn't know what they were doing, because the platform with which they purport to be using to sue USB does not actually exist in law. It does not exist in law. You know, in law, there's what we call legal minds. Legal minds. Because a legal mind sees things in the eyes of the law. So they are just going about shouting briggy, 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 briggy. If that matter had gone to court for hearing, it is one or two questions under cross-examination that will destroy everything. Yes. Yes. One or two questions that will destroy everything. Questions like, when was this year BRIGY, when was it formed? This BRIGY, who was the first person that formed BRIGY? And then the old BRIGY, the parent BRIGY, will be produced before the court, and they will produce this there, and then the court will make comparisons, and then the court will find out that this one they are using is counterfeit. It has no legality.
It's the fake.
Yes, it is fake. And once anything is fake, the court will not lend his hand into anything that it is fake. Yes, the court does not do that at all. Anything that is fake, the court will just withdraw and just strike everything, strike it off from the court list. But they didn't know. Because of the money, they said they were claiming.
Yeah.
Ogenkere did not sue in his name. If he sued in his name, it will be better, but he will still fail because the money of the government he still having does not belong to him. The money does not belong to him. You see? Okay, he will have no locus. He will not have any locus standi to sue the government because he is holding the property of the government. That money is government's property. You see, when somebody is acting in ignorance, at times you just have pity because they don't know what they are doing.
Okay, so the issue of that lawsuit, you are saying that if they had continued with that lawsuit, that Ogenkere was not going, it would go nowhere.
If they had continued with that lawsuit, they will have a shameful failure. The failure will be abysmal. They will not go anywhere because that lawsuit is not BRIGY. It's not. Therefore, remember that USB has been redeclared at that time.
But now that he said that he's a PM, that he's not the PM, what if PM comes out and he maintains that he's PM?
If PM comes out, PM will just ignore him because he's wallowing in illegality. He's wallowing in illegality. He's PM or whatever he claims he is. It does not go anywhere. It does not go anywhere. He's not representing anybody. It is our people who go to listen to him that gives him the impetus to be doing what he's doing. People like Mighty Dots. People like Mighty Dots. I thought Mighty Dot is somebody that is reasonable. I didn't know that most of these people are not reasonable at all.
They are not.
Yes.
I can assure you.
Because how can you? Somebody who went to he went to Finland for redeclaration. He did self-referendum. All these processes. Now you now turn around to say you are BRIGY. Which BRIGY? After you have altered the original BRIGY, you have done forgery by altering. You have elevated yourself from an agent to the principal. You have changed the secretary. You put OBN. It is a very it's so laughable. It's laughable. So some people will be just laughing. Say, look at what these people are doing. Then you come to see Arusi, a committee, conflict resolution committee that was dissolved. everybody, every Biafran knows that this committee was dissolved. And somebody now told you that CRC is the judiciary. It's the judicial arm. Is it not? Is it not laughable?
Very, very laughable.
And yet people are listening to them. People are listening to them. They say they love Simon Ekpa. How do you love Simon Ekpa when you are destroying what Simon Ekpa built? What type of love is that? So, you form DPC. You say you are Biafra Governing Council because somewhere in Amazonia there's Ambazonian Governing Council. You now just came together, say you are Biafran Governing Council. Who gave you the authority?
What if you decided to sue Ogenkere?
Yes, if he wants to sue him, you can sue him. You can sue him and get all the money. So many, get the money, the property of USB that is now in the hands of Ogenkere. If they sue him, the court they will recover. They will recover. USB will recover, but that will come later on.
This somebody, because I would have called him to join us. I would have said, okay, let me. But one thing about Ogenkere members is that they don't. They are afraid to talk because they are not proud of themselves, and they hate to hear their own voice. This guy is saying here, you called yourself a country when your government operates in exile. I think what he wants to say is why your government operates in exile, and your oppressors still control every inch of your land. What kind of lawyer presents such an argument? It makes absolutely no sense.
Well, he when somebody is talking in ignorance, there's no need to join issues with such a person.
Yeah.
Yes, when somebody is talking in ignorance, when a fool is talking, you don't argue with a fool. Yes,
it is true. It is true because
he opted that this person does not believe that there was a redeclaration.
Yeah,
and he does not know the meaning, the legal import of that redeclaration.
He don't even care.
Yes, and he does not also know the meaning, the legal import of self-referendum. Yes. Okay. The questions during presented to the electorate, what are the questions the electorate answered during that self-referendum? What are the questions that they answered? He does not know. So he wants me to come and start arguing with him. How can I argue with such a person?
No, I don't think he wants you to argue with him. He's just trying to show his stupidity because
how can
you argue with somebody who don't have a voice?
I don't have time for such banalities. I don't have time for such banalities at all.
Okay, what will happen is that because maybe other people may have a question for you.
Yes.
And we are going to drop the link for people to join us if you want to engage Barrister based on not to argue senseless argument. If you do that, we'll keep you out because you have to be respectful and ready to learn. So that is what we do here. And most of them don't even understand. Some don't believe that a lawyer will join us to educate us. That is one thing. That's the difference between us and fallback republic. People that are willing to learn, they are learning. When I announced that Barrister will come today in our first broadcast, in our first live stream, one of our brother from Germany called me and was begging me to change the mindset of Barrister to hold this program tomorrow because that he don't want to miss anything at all when Barrister is here. So, but I told him that I'm sorry that this Barrister that have this is when he has chance to join us or to educate us, he will definitely do so. So now that he promised to come, let's grab the opportunity. So the link is out. I have shared the link on my comment. comment section, so you can follow the link and join us. Maybe you can throw more light on what we are discussing, because Barrister is the kind of person that always want to, listen, and while lecturing you, he will also hear your own to know your own stand. So from there, he cannot know how to help you to understand what is going on. Now, Barrister, some people said that that DPM is just wasting her time. That USB government that she declared it for herself. That I'm not supposed to laugh, but please.
This is terrible.
But it's part of it anyway. It's part of it. Nothing we must not go see forget.
So all those people that were shouting USB that day, it was the Dr. Ngozora's message that multiplied herself.
Duplicated herself.
It's terrible.
Even so, the annoying part is that you will see somebody that in a video shouting USB, supporting and everything. All of a sudden the person will be the one to tell you that nonsense wasn't declared.
I think the voice is the voice of is it the voice of Jacob, but the hands are the hands of Esau. You see, it is Nigeria that is doing all these things. They are spending so much. They are spending so much. These are their representatives, the ambassadors of Nigeria in the first side of Biafra, of Biafran people. Yes, that is what is happening. Remember, last time I came out, the first time my first out, and I told you that he who comes to equity, no, I told you that equity considers as done that which ought to be done. Equity considers as done that which ought to be done. The Biafran people, they want freedom. The Biafran people are desirous of freedom, and that was why they went about doing a self-referendum. Yes, that was why they came together to do that self-referendum, in which more than 50 million voted to say we want to leave Nigeria, and from that pedestal, they now moved into redeclaration. So equity considers as done that which ought to be done. So as so long as God helped us by divine assistance, that redeclaration was not scuttled. If that redeclaration was scuttled by now, it will take us another 100 years. Another 100 years to come again to say we are talking about Biafra. You see?
I really thank God for everything. I really thank God for everything. Unmute your mic.
Because DP on cabinet members has.
Okay, let me mute him. Anyway, a lot is going on.
So in the absence of the prime minister, the person who takes over him, who represents him, is not the prime minister. That person should be the DPM, deputy prime minister, because they're all in the cabinet.
Exactly.
Yes, they're all in the cabinet. So that is why the deputy prime minister is apt. It's apt. The COS is apt. And even the fact that he still went forward to say, "Be my surrogate," that one speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. You see?
Okay. There's earlier today, like I told you guys, that we listened. We somehow trying to analyze a video of Ugo 247,
Yes.
Because of what you said now, let me try my best to play. Okay, just continue, Barrister. Let me get the video up before anything.
Yes. So the fact that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa went forward to say to appoint the COS as his surrogate, he was trying to err on the side of surplusage. He was trying to make it abundantly air cartelier to show that this is the person Biafran should follow. Ex abundante, make it more abundantly clear.
Yeah.
Yes. If not, there was no need for that, because after the Prime Minister, it is the COS. After the Prime Minister, it is the COS. That is what is happening in at Ambazonia up to tomorrow.
You know, the COS retained the office after the arrest of Chuayaba.
Yes.
So, and they want to, those who copy the government council, they refuse to copy that one as well.
And they don't want to copy that one at all. They want those that copied the Ambazonia Governing Council.
Governing council, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They don't like that one.
Okay, and in the video that we go to for like that is his video. There's something he said, which I don't want to quote him out of context. Let me share this video again for us to hear. Let's start from. Let me drag it here and see.
Okay, now I want you to know. Hold on.
Just a moment.
Okay, this same man you see here now, Dr. Bryson, is the same man that was in Finland last year during the judgment. Our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa judgment. He was the same man there sitting with Imam Madabo and the lawyer that represented Simon Ekpa. I believe somebody may hear me. This person who have Ngozi sent to Finland to take or sit or even visit Simon Ekpa for the first time. Nobody. Ngozi never is not doing anything to visit Simon Ekpa. Don't want to visit Simon Ekpa. This is the man. All this in Finland. So Ngozi that is there telling you that it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. So another thing, this woman here you see, the woman in their midst, is the woman, the attorney that made Ngozi surrogate.
No, let me.
And many of you do not Finland and get their own VR. If you remember, Ngozi told you she went to Finland some time ago and give you an eye picture. Why didn't she give you a picture? Why didn't she show you a picture with that attorney or picture with this, at least this attorney that is?
For example, Barrister,
Yes.
you can see this is the American lawyer, the one they hired, and the other one here is the one on suit is the American lawyer. The other one is Finland-based lawyer. So the problem that some of us have is actually grammar, English problem. The writer from Jomo Koma, she said in that her post that the PM met with Joe, who happened to be this lawyer, this barrister, this attorney that here from America. The PM met with them, and they presented a gift to PM. He presented a gift to PM, and that gift is what you are seeing now. That the man is having handshake with the lawyer to PM, giving him this book as a gift. Now, people should ask you a question. If you say that you met with PM, that both of you, are together, you discuss and all that, then why is it that when he gets to handing over the gift to PM, then another man is there to receive it? I don't know if you know what I'm saying.
I'm following what now listen. You met PM. Why are you making the question of the book a public case? They only want to gain the interest. They want to attract attention from Biafrans. No, if actually you saw PM, that you would have given him the book there if you saw him. So this thing, the fact that they are showing this picture, it has no meaning. It does not tell us that they discuss. It does not show any discussion with the PM. They have not brought out any recorded discussion which they had with the PM to show that PM is endorsing them. It's just what we call non sequitur. It does not arise. That you went and took a picture or you sat with somebody. The court is an open place. Anybody can come inside the court and sit. The court is a public place. Yes. Anytime the court is sitting, you are free to go into the court. So if Dr. Ngozo Rabeze sends somebody to go to the court, he will come and tell you that he sent somebody
to go to court. For you to love her.
So these things are pedestal arguments. They are very, very pedestal. If she sends somebody to go to court, then she will come and let you know, I've sent somebody to go to court. It makes no meaning at all. So is this one of the reasons? One of the ways she's proving that they want to extradite? They are working hard to bring.
That is it. And another one of them is here.
You see, that is stupidity. That is stupidity at all. That you went to Finland, you said, okay, you love Simon, you love Simon Ekpa. What if you love Simon Ekpa? What you are supposed to be doing is to continue in that trajectory Simon Ekpa was following. That is what you're supposed to do. You know the intention of Simon Ekpa. You know that Simon Ekpa wanted to redeclare Biafra. And you had the video where he said that if once we declare Biafra, then we now have a name. We now have a name. If there's no redeclaration, any other thing that you are doing is noise making. The video is there for everybody to. That is video he made. Yes. That when you now raise the documents, generate those documents becomes legal documents that will be used, and it is true. Yeah, it is true. It is a fact that all those documents generated is now lying in the government houses on the tables of many presidents and prime ministers all over the world. Those things are legal documents to show that this country we have redeclared. So so what they should be doing is to follow that trajectory, to support that trajectory, not to tear it down. Not to tear it down. What they are doing is tearing it down. This thing that they're going to the courts is just they're trying to mend fences. They're trying to mend fences. The thing is not what they're supposed to be doing. See? So what they're supposed to be doing is to project that intention of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. What was his intention? What was the intention before he was taken? What was he going for? What was he aiming at? They should project that intention. And that intention was to redeclare Biafra.
Exactly.
Yes.
But let me play the video that you just mentioned. This video you just talked about now. Before I welcome Legend to contribute.
Yes.
Going to gain from this convention. What we're going to gain is that every document that we're going to generate from this convention become legal document that we'll be using for the political approach and diplomatic approach for the Biafra independence and recognition. This document will be sent to the United Nations. This document will be sent to the U.S. Department of State, or every department that, foreign department, the Congress and all that. We have it. European Union and every other region that we feel that needed to have it to support Biafra at the UN. That's where the whole thing is going to start. Only then, Biafra will have a name. Now, it is only noise we're making.
That is what PM said. And Amaka, Ogenkere, Amaka, whatever, Amaka's, I don't know who you are. The link is out. I have posted the link. Franco, if you know that I know your name, I would have seen you as an agent. You are four people, you keep on telling me that no link. The link, I've been posting this link.
Now, look at this video you just played now. You saw, you heard what he said there. You heard what he said there. And that is what is applicable. That is what is applicable. Once you generate those documents, you now, those documents will now speak for you. In law, we say that a document speaks for itself. When you have a document, it is the best evidence of anything you want to prove. You cannot alter the contents of a document by oral evidence. Are you getting what I'm saying? Hello?
Yes, Barrister, I can hear you. I was just trying to...
Yes, I am saying that the law is that a document speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Are you understand what I'm saying? A document speaks for itself. So all those documents that were generated, they are now speaking for USB, wherever they are taken. They are speaking. Those documents are speaking because the tables where those documents are placed, the people will read it. The documents, a document speaks. A document speaks through the contents. Are you getting me?
Yes.
And nobody can use oral evidence to change the contents of a document. Yes, it is documentary evidence. Those things are documentary evidence, which has a lot of weight. A documentary evidence has a lot of weight in the court of law. And European countries, they operate under the rule of law. So what we are doing now is diplomacy. We are now in the diplomacy, war, using those documents. The documents are now speaking for USB. The documents are speaking. For instance, now, you said you went to university. You have no degree. Nobody will listen to you now.
Yes.
Is it not so?
It is true.
So if you claim you are a graduate without certificate, without degree, nobody is going to listen to you. Yes, who are you? You say, I'm a graduate of what university? You present your degree. From there, they will see the university you attended, they will see the courses they will see your degree, everything about you. So those documents are now speaking for USB. That is, in fact, that is the greatest thing we have achieved so far since we have been, Nnamdi Kanu started broadcasting. That is the greatest achievement. Those documents that were generated, they are now documentary evidence speaking for Biafrans. You see, and the tape, both the tape, because the tape will be there, they will play the tape. They will hear the states of 40 states of Biafra. They will hear everything. Those things are documentary evidence. So without those things, you can't go to anywhere. You can't go to the state house or anywhere to say you want Biafra. All these people that are going about showing flag. Is it the flag that you will take to the Oval Office? That flag you are holding. You will take that flag to the Oval Office, say you are looking for Biafra. No. It is these documents. Those documents generated after redeclaration. All we need now is to support this government so that the government will continue to push, to push, to push. That is just what we need now. Hello? Hello?
Sorry, Barrister. I moved my mic while talking. I muted my mic.
Okay, okay.
Sorry about that. I was saying that yes.
But did you hear what I said?
I heard everything you said, sir.
Okay, okay.
So pushing it with it requires money.
That's what I'm saying now. That's what I'm saying. Uh-huh.
So you need money, and that money is not be one week contribution. You know, you should just try your best and do what you're supposed to do. You know, Ajika Kono. I work on your mind above. Legend, let's hear from you. Maybe you have one or two things to add to what Barrister said. You're welcome.
Yeah, good evening. My comments is just one. I don't know if you have seen some comment section. You know, some of us may decide to continue to ask some questions. I will not say stupid questions because some know, but they still want to argue. Some are aware, some are not aware. But each time will come, maybe for clarity's sake or for the stronger part of defense, we do as much as we can to clear these people that come here to argue unnecessarily. Like somebody have repeatedly asked if it is possible for a government to operate from exile. Then the other person said if it is possible for the head of a government to command from exile. And these are the questions that have come here. So, but when I moved in, I went to the box and started reading a comment. But I don't know if you've been able to relate these questions to Barrister before I proceed with my common question as well.
Yes, I saw all these messages you are talking about, but I intentionally ignore most of them because I dropped a link for everybody to join and ask questions. You don't just hide comment section and I want Barrister to start arguing with you on comment section. The link is here. Like you now, my brother, you are here presenting your own making your own contribution. Are you not the human being? The link is not only for one particular group. So these are distractors from Ogen, and Barrister is too big for me to start, engaging them like that. I supposedly read what for Barrister to know, and the Barrister said that these guys are just he just trash it, which of course I expect him to do so.
Okay, good.
They just irritate us and just want to avoid, because what Barrister is saying is what they hate to hear. So any of them that actually have any concern, the link is
should come in
and talk. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Thank you very much. Maybe I'm just happy that you said that in summary that Barrister have equally dished out, an answer as well. We understand these people and their way. For over 2 years, they have been asking, and for over 2 years. So my advice, let me just make a comment to those who will always hide their voices and their faces. Some people will hide their voice and at the same time hide their faces. So for those hiding their voices and their faces, it is good enough for you to go on internet and check or examples of countries who once operated in exile before they take full occupation of their territory. So that answers a good question to whoever Eze or whatever. There is another name, I just skipped that, and Amaka or whatever. So it's good.
These are cheap criminals. They're not even these are just data criminals. Forget about those ones.
Okay, yeah. So for another clarity's sake, Barrister, just like we try to deal with this sometime, but let me come in again by asking. I came in here, I checked on the net, but as a barrister, is it possible for a lawyer or a barrister, you know best on how to address people? I was with you the last time you explained about the differences between barrister and lawyer in UK and in Nigeria, but I can't recall. But is it possible for a let's say Nigeria, where we all are coming from, somebody from another continent, maybe somebody who is coming from Asia, maybe Malaysia or Turkey or whatever, to come and defend somebody in Nigeria on a sensitive matter that is committed within the confines of Nigerian law? Is it possible for somebody coming from Asia to come all the way from Asia to defend that person? And a simple, the question is just on what is happening between the CROC bringing somebody all the way from America to come to Europe and defend somebody on a sensitive matter, the matter that happened within the territory of Finland. That is
I think
my question, please.
Yes, I think I have answered that question earlier. It is no, that is no. No. Now listen, if you, there's what we call common law countries. Common law countries. Common law countries are those countries that were once under Britain, once colonized by Britain. Because the law we practice in the zoo in Nigeria, it was borrowed from England, the law of England. They are called common law countries. Even though as we are common law countries, like Ghana is a common law country. Nigeria is one of them. Because Ghana got her independence from England. Nigeria, the same thing. Somebody from Ghana cannot come to Nigeria to start practicing because you are not called to the Nigerian bar. Before you practice in Nigeria or in Ghana, you must be called to their bar. So somebody from America, US, cannot go to Finland to start practicing. You are not called to the Finnish bar. It is only lawyers that we are called to the Finnish bar that can practice in Finland. That is the position everywhere. Even in America. America has about 50 states. You cannot leave your state and go to another state to go and start practicing. It is only if you are called to the state, to the bar of that particular state. So they are using these things because they know that Biafrans want Simon Ekpa to be released. They want him to come out. They want his freedom. So they are playing on the sentiments. They are harping on the sentiments of Biafrans. That is what they are doing. Not that what they are doing is right. Okay, the case of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is now on appeal. On appeal. So by now, all the papers have been filed. All the papers have been filed. And in an appellate court, that is any matter on appeal, Simon Ekpa cannot go there. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa cannot go to the appeal and start giving evidence again. He cannot give evidence in that court again. The court will only look at what the lawyers have already filed. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm with you.
Yes, they will only look at what the lawyers have already filed. What they have filed. Maybe so the mistakes that were made at the trial court. That is the first court of first instance, that trial court. If there were mistakes, if there were lapses, then they will bring it up on appeal through the grounds of an appeal. The court of appeal does not take fresh evidence. You see, the same thing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. His matter has gone on appeal. It is still the same procedure. They will get the record of appeal, they will get the judgment and go through the judgment and see whether the court made some lapses or mistakes. Then they capitalize on it, form the grounds of appeal and issues for determination and file. And when you now go to the court of appeal, the justices will look at what you have filed. So what is this lawyer coming to do now? The time to file appeal has closed. Yes, because usually in Nigeria it is 90 days from the High Court to the Court of Appeal. It is also the same thing in Finland, 90 days. So what is this lawyer coming to do when they have filed appeal? They have exchanged pleadings. Pleadings have been exchanged. When we say pleadings have been exchanged, it means this lawyer have written and filed and served you. You have written and filed and you served. You understand? Yes. The lawyers for Prime Minister Simon Ekpa will write. They will write their appellate, what we call appellate brief. Appellate brief. Then they will file it. They will serve the other party. That other party also will write the respondent's brief, file it and serve. That is how it is done. So this lawyer that is coming now, what is he coming to do? He's not a lawyer called to the finished bar. Papers have been filed. Everything, pleadings have been exchanged. That is the filing, the exchanging of pleadings. You file, you serve me. I file, I serve you. That's what we call exchange of pleadings. Exchanging pleadings.
The pleading you are talking about, Barrister, what is the content of the pleading?
Pleadings. When we talk of pleadings, it is like if you go to court in the High Court, you file what we call statement of claim. Statement of claim.
Okay.
In that statement of claim, you will tell the court your name. You will tell the court your address. You will tell the court what you are doing. You will tell the court why you came to court. You will explain everything that brought you to court, paragraph by paragraph, paragraph by paragraph. You keep on explaining. If it is land, you say, I bought this land from this person in so year. And he gave me a power of attorney. I registered that power of attorney. You say that power of attorney is hereby pleaded. That is, you plead the power of attorney so that during trial, you will bring out that power of attorney. You say, since I bought this land, I have been farming on it. I have been doing this on it. I have been doing this. I have been doing this. After 5 years, I now came there. I saw the defendant. That is the other party. I saw him working on my land. I asked him, who brought you to this land? He said he bought it. So that is what we call the pleadings. When you write all these things, you will serve him. You will serve the defendant. The defendant is in any court, you have what we call the plaintiff. The plaintiff is the person who comes to court. And when you come to court, you are suing somebody. The person you are suing is the defendant. If they are more than one, they are defendants. Whatever you file, you serve them. You serve defendants. They will go and get their own lawyer and take that thing you filed and give it to their lawyer. The lawyer will read it and reply. These things are what we call pleadings.
Okay. Barrister, thank you so much. You've really talked about this, but I know why I asked this question. And yes. Answering this question, repeatedly, I don't see it as something that is wrong, because what is playing on someone's emotion. It's like let's say Nigeria, on a mistaken identity, a son to a mother is arrested, and there is nothing. The mother can do anything. The mother can do anything to make sure that the son is out. So a lot of us are being trapped, by these guys who peddle this wrong information, that is quite emotional. When somebody, they saw a picture, video, and somebody was really bragging, you are asking this question, didn't you see the video? Didn't you see the picture of Barrister signing? That statement, didn't you see the videos of why he was signing the paper, signing the agreement? So everybody was just like, and somebody who didn't know from anywhere will say, I want to commend them for going to bring a barrister who will be going to Finland, the barrister who will not be going to Finland. And, there is this, initially, that week that this outburst, there was this confusion everywhere. People were like, going for barrister, and going for barrister from America, a known barrister, a strong barrister, a non-loser barrister, and all that. So, the emotion was much, not until so many people went on research, and especially you coming on this platform, and most of the things you did on this platform, there were other platforms that other broadcasters who joined the very first day, and the news went viral. Those who were, raptured on this emotion were getting like, what is really happening? Our people, all we need is, if you can do anything to get Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out, our people are ready. If there's anything you can do, if at the day it was mentioned, people were ready to bring out their money and start funding. But not until you come on this platform, and other broadcasters came in, and they have their viewers who started listening, and this talk was on, and the real gist was, disseminated, that people got to understand that these guys were just only trying to use this avenue because this is the only thing they can do now. People will contribute money to them. Talk about Nnamdi Kanu, talk about Simon Ekpa. There is absolutely nothing. Just like in the afternoon when we were talking, and we were just trying to ask this CRC BGC that doesn't have a leader, that doesn't have anything. It was lately we start hearing somebody is Secretary General of a government, and we were just like, is it only Simon Ekpa? Is it your only agenda as a government? Is it the only agenda you have? So when we're asking this question, going back on my own, I now felt that they consider this as the only avenue. It's just like when they were together with Zik or whatever he answers. Their only thing was that I spoke with Simon Ekpa. I spoke with him 30 minutes. I did this. So they were doing this to, to rapture the emotions of people. Because when you mention Nnamdi Kanu or mention Simon Ekpa, people will say, what a lovely move. And at this time, they've done everything humanly possible. They went on the so-called men underground angel. At a point, people were asking them questions. Where are these angels? We can't see them. We can't see their actions anymore. It was obvious that they have even lost out, that the angels are even no more there. The so-called angels, the people we used to know, are no more. Just like Aikwe Ama said, they have mixed it all. The beautiful ones are not yet born. So it was obvious. It was obvious. Yes, Aikwe Ama, the Ghanaian. So the Ghanaian writer. So when the man saw what was happening, he raised his hand and let it slip through his fingers in that book. He said, they have mixed it all. The beautiful ones are not yet born. So when it was obvious that the so-called angel on ground had been mixed, they've mixed it all, that the ones who call angels are no more angels, and the beautiful ones, we are yet to see them. They left that corner of we are going to defend our land, we are going to defend our territory. When we started asking them who is in charge, where is your commanders, and that, they left that place automatically. They left that place immediately and went for issue of Barrister and all that. And when you came on this platform, just a week or so, we had another picture of somebody saying this is the gate of the automatic. They suddenly became gatekeepers of Alexander Stubb. You understand? So they say we are behind his gate. We need more money. Somebody who is their spokesperson said more money so that we can get access to the house, was talking rubbish. So I'm just happy that we are saying this again, because some of our people, they are deaf, towards understanding realities of the truth. When it comes to things like this, they are usually driven by emotions. And when they are driven by emotions, they make mistakes that they come back to regret. I didn't know it was this. Just like many that left Ogenkere after he made himself the PM. Many left him we so much regret that we never knew that this guy had, an ulterior motive. But while, these broadcasters, the like of Kai and the rest of them, and the USB government were telling them that this guy is up to something. He didn't meant well. He has destroyed our angels on ground and everything, and you people are yet. It was just lately that most who were just following him, thinking that is the right channel, got, their eyes got cleared. They most of them realized that we have been at the wrong place, and these ones, grabbed the opportunity and started peddling lies again. And the only area, the next point they saw was this, using the issue of bringing a barrister from America, from America who was never called to bar in Finland, to come and defend somebody in Finland. I've gone to make the research on my own. I said this in the afternoon, but when I heard you are coming, I decided to call in and see if there will be an opposite side of what I searched. I made my research, and I want to tell those who are arguing on the platform, or like Amaka or Eze, that you make your own research. Go and check, because I searched and I searched if it is possible for somebody from a different, location, a different ideology, a different continent, to come into another continent to defend somebody on a sensitive law case like this.
Yes. Like let us continue to repeat it, because of those who pretend not to hear. We shall continue to repeat it until they hear. You cannot bring a lawyer from America to come and practice in Finland when that lawyer was not called to the Finnish bar. You cannot do that. It is impossible. Nobody does it. And again, this matter is now on appeal. All the appeal papers have been filed. All the appeal papers, pleadings have been exchanged. That is what I mean by the appeal papers, pleadings. We call it in law pleadings. When you go to court as a lawyer, you use the register of law when you are arguing your cases. So you cannot say you wrote a letter. You use pleadings so that the court will know that yes, you actually pass through the crucibles of law. So the pleadings have been filed. Pleadings have closed. So what is he coming to do? What is he coming to do? They have all the arguments.
Legal advice.
Yes, all the arguments have been done. So these people are only looking for money. They are only looking for money because they know that Biafrans love Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. So when they drop his name, they shout. Obatobie. People will now bring money because they know that some of our people are gullible and some of our people are too emotional. Yeah. But the fact remains that this person they brought from Finland cannot do much. He cannot do any. He can even go there to just exchange pleasantries, and he will go. He will take his money from these people. That is just that. That is just that. Even if he is called to the Finnish bar, it is not easy to remove a lawyer that is already doing a case. Are you getting what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
If a lawyer is doing a case from you, and suddenly you go and bring another lawyer to debrief him, he will tell you to pay him his fees. He cannot leave that case until you pay him all his fees. That is the professional ethics. So what more? A lawyer that is not called to that bar. A lawyer that is not called to that bar. If you are called to the Nigerian bar and you are doing somebody's case, suddenly the person you are doing his case went and brought another lawyer to come and push you out. No, it is not done. First of all, that lawyer will write you a letter. He will write you a letter that your client has just briefed him, asking him to take over from you. Yes, that is the first thing he will write to you. Then you will reply him. Is okay, if my client has briefed you, tell my client to pay me my fees. These are my fees. Yes. Then you will tell your client, say, you are still owing this lawyer. Pay him now. Pay him before you come in. If not, you can't come into that case. The court will not allow you to come into that case. What more? Somebody who is not from that jurisdiction, he just come and and what is the locus of BGC and CRC to go and start looking for a lawyer? Who set up? Is this Simon Ekpa that set up BGC or CRC? These are bodies that were dissolved. How can you? He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. You cannot be saying you love Simon Ekpa when you are killing Simon Ekpa. You are abusing him. You are not respecting him. All the things he formed, you are bringing it down. Yet you say you love him. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. If you love Simon Ekpa, if you want to help Simon Ekpa, you must support what Simon Ekpa was doing before he was taken. You must support it. That is why we use that maxim. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. Their hands are not clean. These CRC hands they're not clean. They say they are judiciary. How can CRC be judiciary? In which place have you seen the judiciary in the cabinet? Tell me the country in this world where the judiciary is in the cabinet. It is not done. Tell me the country in this world where they use bylaw to govern a country. It is not done. So they are doing all these things to deceive our people because most of our people do not know. And again, because of the money they have received, they will distribute the money so that they will get some following. And those they are following will be shouting for them, shouting for them, shouting for them. These guys, some of them have platforms like we go 247. One is Socha, Pastor Vam. They have platforms. When you give them money, they come to their platforms and start shouting. So the fact remains that anybody, any person that is following Imam Madabo and all his ilks in that CRC BGC, that person does not know what he's doing. Any person who is following Ogenkede does not know what he's doing. Any person who is listening to Ugo 247, Ugo 247 is just acting because he's just like a jilted lover. A jilted lover. You know, when you jilt your girlfriend, if she gets you, she will stab you to death. A wounded lion. That is what Ugo 247 is doing. He's doing it out of he's not disgruntled. He's not happy. That's what he was looking for. He didn't get it. He wanted to be the Secretary of Information. How can Ugo 247 be Secretary of Information? He will go and murder information. That is what he will do. Because he's not qualified. And the people don't know that we are now a country. We are now a country for Christ's sake. We are now a country because we have redeclared. So we need our best brains to push our case. Or you go and look at Vam, somebody breaking egg. Is he doing juju on the social media? So these are the things we are trying to explain. I think I've answered your question.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like I said, it is just for us to get this thing repeatedly. And that is why this kind of program can never be replayed in their platforms, because they know that replaying these things, people will hear the truth and understand. So they can't replay it. They will only do their best, to pick up one or two things and cover up. So I want to thank you for saying it again, even in a more understandable manner, that even those who are not lettered will understand exactly what it means to bring in a lawyer or a barrister from another continent, far away to another continent, to defend a claim that it is not possible. The only thing they can do is to sit on a bench behind and advise those who are the front line.
Even this lawyer from America, You know the court. The court is a public place. I think you know.
Yeah.
The court is a public place. This lawyer in America, he can enter that court, but he can never sit where the finished lawyers are sitting. Are you getting what I'm telling you?
Okay, that's good.
He can never sit there.
Yeah.
He can never sit there because he's not a member of that bar.
Okay.
He will only sit at the gallery. At the gallery where market women, where anybody is sitting. Observers, market women, observers at the gallery. That is where he can sit. He cannot sit. He will not be allowed to sit at the bar because he is not a. Even if he's a professor, whatever you are, in the law court, if you are not a member of the bar, you can't sit at the bar where lawyers sit. You can't even come near that place. So these things are things people do not know. And that is why when I hear these things, I try to make out time to come out and explain one or few things. You see?
Thank you.
So, and this Arusi BGC, what is their legal foundation? Who gave them the authority? Who gave them the authority? Where did they derive their power to form a Biafran governing council? Where did they derive? You know that law permits everything that you do as a human being. There is a bit of law. Everything. Even in the medical profession, there's what we call the law of negligence. Law of negligence. If a doctor does not handle your case well and the person dies, the family can sue that hospital on grounds of negligence. And they will plead that their daughter came to this hospital by 9 a.m. and she was not treated until 2 p.m. and she died. If they gave her attention, he wouldn't have died. It is negligence, you know. Even as a commuter, you are in a taxi in the taxi. Yeah, that's what we call law of thought. And the taxi did not in Europe. All these things apply in Europe because these countries are countries where the rule of law apply. Okay, you tell the taxi driver, I want to stop at this point 10, and he takes you to point 15. You can sue that taxi driver for what we call false imprisonment. Because between point 10 to point 15, that lawyer has that taxi driver has imprisoned you. So anything that you do in life, there is a bit of law that governs whatever you are doing. If you are a student in a university and the university expels you without giving you fair trial, fair hearing, you can sue that university. Because the law that set up that university has a provision that when a student does this thing, that student should be called to the board and that student should be tried. The student should be tried, should be given what we call fair hearing. You must be hearing fair hearing. That is what it means. So this CGC, whatever they call it, when I just think about it, I just laugh. I just ponder. So what type of people are these? These people are shameless. They are just shameless just because they're looking for money.
Thank you so much, Barrister. God bless you.
The Barrister. You're really firing. You're really firing. You know it's more. Mazikai.
Question Master, just permit me. I don't want to skip the jukes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he heard before you, so that he would not feel that we are doing a jump,
No.
Overhead.
I hope the young is coming back. Yeah, there.
Okay. Benjus, please let him just, if you don't mind. Mobuna, he gave me a brief in another.
Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna take your time so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, our able legal practitioner. You have nailed it on the head. You know, I just want to touch a little bit about Ugo 419. To be honest, my brothers and sisters, Ugo is really, really disgusting. To be honest, Ugo has become a disgrace for the kind of role he's playing. I'm a member of the cabinet.
Okay.
So all these things you see Ugo just come out in the public, mesmerizing himself. It's a shame, to be honest. It's completely a shame. You know, I can't believe myself that somebody like Ugo will come out just doing what is completely something I would call immoral. To be honest, now he has accused our DPM to be a criminal. He also criminalized Mazuche as well, honorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the video of him you played, I tried to find where I can find anything criminality. He made mention that these people are in quotes, criminal. I couldn't find anything. It's where I'm staying. You can't just make any allegation, false allegation on somebody that this person is a criminal. Even somebody will go to the supermarket and steal, and security run after him. He cannot even as a security officer, he cannot even make your report as a criminal. Can you believe that, Brother Kai? Because if you say offender or shoplifter, it's only court that will criminalize somebody. Say, yeah, this person, even if it is, but who said that he is in the role of communication, doesn't know the meaning of criminal. Coming in, taking a microphone because he knows how to use a gadget. You know, Martin Amdekano said there are people who doesn't know how to process information. Yes. There are some people, when you tell them something, you are in trouble. They don't know how to process that very information. From his video or from his utterances, he tried to call two people there, a former and one sister so. And he didn't tell you people how these people is missing in the cabinet, why they are off from the cabinet. He did not tell you. Just like what you said here, Brother Kai. I don't know, in the village, you see maybe a small child, they say, oh, this child is brilliant, is very, very clever, is smart. Then you yourself wanted to test that child. You call him, oh, Chiamaka, come out, you know.
Yeah.
He asks him 1 + 1, then he tell you 10. That is exactly how he can read Ugo. To be honest, Ugo is coming to tell you, oh, Rabeze is trying to stop Simon from getting what. We have our own international legal practitioner, our own lawyer, Dr. Levy. He's an international lawyer. He can practice everywhere. But he cannot even practice in Finland. Everybody knows that. And all this issue, we have been always treating it in the cabinet. Any lawyer that will practice in Finland must go through the lawyer in Finland.
The local lawyer.
The local lawyer. You must prepare all your case and give it to him. Then he pad it up with his own. Even the one they wanted to use as a content creator, they brought in their platform. The man even said, I don't even know about this case. The man messed them up. Now they are trying to use this legal representative as an excuse to gain the favor from people. What kind of nonsense is that? Biafrans, everyone should be very, very careful. Because it seems that people have taken this very movement or this struggle as a merchandise to use to do whatever they like. It's really a shame that people you expect to come and say tell what is happening, they will go and turn things upside down for their own favor, or to treat somebody whom they don't like. I'm not gonna take your time. I can see many other people, so let me jump out to prepare other things before the fundraising. Thank you so much. Thank you, our legal practitioner who just hit it on the head for many people to know something that they're supposed to know. This is exactly what we need. Yeah, hold on to what you have. Thank you so much.
God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I once said that under the rule of law, offenses are those prescribed by the law. Somebody can take your phone and you say he is a thief. He can sue you. Because it is only the court that can pronounce that somebody is a thief. Because he can go to court and say that even though he took your phone, that he did not intend to steal it. He wants to use it for 1 or 2 days and they bring it back to you. Because stealing, there are ingredients that constitute stealing. Stealing is an offense, but there are ingredients. One of the ingredients of stealing is that the person who stole took that thing to keep it permanently. If you cannot prove that he took it to keep it permanently, your case will fail. So we go 247. If he's taken to court now and the court finds him guilty, it is not good for anybody to sue. We go 247. We go 247 is a man of straw. When we were in school, we were taught that if you want to sue somebody to court, you must take whether he is a man of straw or a man of substance. Because if you get judgment against a man of straw, how will you get the money? This will go good. If you beat to go 247 from here to zoo and beat him back to Spain, he will not give you any money because he's a poor man. Huh? So what we are doing, the best thing we are doing is this thing we are doing here, to just debunk him and forget about him, because the Dr. Ngozo Arabese and the government should just ignore him. He's a man of straw. He's of no moment. What he's doing is because he's disgruntled. He's not happy that he's no longer in government. And he's not happy that he thought that when he comes out and makes a video, the government will collapse. But the government is not collapsing. The government is still waxing stronger and stronger. So that is just that.
Wow. Thank you so much, Barrister. God bless you. Ocean Master, we are rushing these things because of fundraising. So let's hear from you.
Yeah. A lot of things have skipped my mind, but it's okay. I agree to you, Barrister. You're really a wonderful barrister. Thank you for this time in Ebopta for Biafrans. Mazi at Biafra TV, I greet you according by your time zone. They will Onyenkai Is that yeah? Oh my God, my brother would see. I forgot. Mazika and they were in there for this program. You see, Barrister, I really love the way you put these two people together, because you see, anything that Ogenkere is doing or has done, you cannot separate it from Emma and their like, Emma Madavu and their like. And anything that Imam Madavu, that is the one that called themselves BRIGY Council, BRIGY Governing Council, or whatever name they give themselves, you cannot separate it equally from Ogenkere. So I love the way you put it when you summarize it, so that Biafrans will understand there is no difference in between these two people. They are just doing the same thing. They are on the same agenda. Why it sounds as if they are a little bit different now? Because now Ojoro, Guru Ojoro, however, fall out. Hana Bolu onwe hall as in the 419. They now fall out. In reality, you have to destroy, to milk, to extract money in a conway from Biafrans. You see, Biafrans, oh my brothers, I did not greet our people. I greet you according by your time zone, Biafrans, and people in the comment section. Thank you, everybody. You see, common sense will tell us a lawyer cannot come from all the way from Africa or Nigeria to practice in Europe. Why he or she is not called to bar in Europe or did not have the license to operate in Europe, it doesn't matter. It doesn't exist like that. Just like what Chino say, that even the lawyer they brought, when the buyer can disgrace them, and then you watch it how he disgraced them, because he said his own word, I don't know nothing about this case. I think these people, they wanted to use the lawyer, because if it is maybe a zoo lawyer, when he get the hint, he will try to align himself, to make it as if it's real in order to raise the money they will share. That is that. Haven't touched that. I really wonder if a professor, because I know that in their camp, in their group, there is a person they name Professor there, Professor Adam Manubi, Adam Mananwaro, which is the one you call Okoma. Barrister, I don't know if you can do, anyway, she's hearing your voice, he or she, I don't know the one she belongs to. If she's hearing your voice, or put more light, how can people who call themselves professor, an academic professor, fall low to that level, announcing that they went Finland with a lawyer to defend Obatubia all the way from America, knowing what it is? Is it that she as a professor did not know, or is it that she want to join them, or she is among the people, stealing from Biafrans? Because he's stealing by trick. And let me say this. There is something that happened that maybe Barrister, you will help us here, but with my knowledge and what I know, unless if the law changed yesterday or last night, in Europe, these people that present themselves, they went to Finland with a lawyer and they went to see Obatubie. They have a gift to Obatubie. They could not present it to Obatubie. They could not present it to the prison guards. And now they present it to a lawyer to now go and give it to Obatubie. It is not correct if something is not funny somewhere. It is very wrong. As I know in Europe, anybody who is in prison, number one, you don't receive items anyhow. And whatever that the person will receive must be scrutinized. We go through control. If it's something that the family bring to him or her, it will be thoroughly searched and given to the person. And I don't know the lawyer that will take something from a friend or a family, a gift item, to go and deliver to a prisoner. That is dangerous. And it is not, I don't think it's obtainable in Europe, as I know, unless if I'm starting to be corrected, but it's not. Unless if it is something that the lawyer himself bought with his money. But to take something from you and go and deliver it to a prisoner is an offense. So how is it that they went to the prison? They could not, okay, they did not allow, let us assume they did not allow them to drop it over to BA, but they will hand it officially to the prisoners. I mean, to the prison guards that we, take it to the processes that is supposed to go and take it into over to the way it is. So why is it that it didn't go through that process?
Yes,
it tells you that something is very wrong. There's something that they're trying to conceal.
I think they are only doing a publicity stunt. They only want to play into the hearts, into the emotions of our people. You don't bring gifts to somebody in prison anyhow. It is not done. And besides, what will somebody that is in prison be doing with a book? We see going to what is he telling you that he wants to study? Is he reading or what? Is that his problem there? It's just a mere publicity stunt. They want to use it. They want to use it to see how to convince that they have his interest at heart. You have his interest at heart, but you are pulling down all the things that he instituted. They don't have the interest of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Those things are mere playing to the gallery. Those things are mere deceit. They're mere deceit. If you bring a gift to the prime, you will see when you enter any prisons, you see the warders. You see the warders. Whatever you have, you drop it there. You drop it with them. Then they will now go. You tell them the person you want to see. They will go and call the person, and before you, they will now hand that thing over to the person. It is not something you just give to somebody. Say you are giving it to the prime minister. It is not. It is not correct at all. And this Ugo 247 that is saying all these things. Was he there? Was he there? Did he listen to their conversation? That is what I was trying to explain earlier. He has all those things are publicity stunts. They do not mean well. Because if Imam Madabo and that Professor Chomo Ekoma, if they mean well, they will stay with USB. Because they know that USB is the only proper place to stay. Because all of them passed through self-referendum, and all of them went to Finland. What did they go to Finland to do? Was it not to go and redeclare USB? Then after redeclaring USB, you now come and say you have resurrected CRC that was dissolved, and you now say you are now BGC. You are CRC BGC. You are pulling down what Prime Minister did. They don't love Prime Minister at all. They are only doing damage control for Biafrans to give them money. Nothing short of that at all. Honestly, I don't see them. They do not mean well. They have very, very dirty hearts. Their hearts are not clean. That's the way I see it. You go to America, you bring a lawyer that does not know anything about Finnish law. He cannot speak Finnish. In Finland, they do not speak English. Yes, you go to a lawyer that's English-speaking lawyer. You bring him to Finland to come and practice. What can you imagine that? They just want to get money. They want to get money, and they come to think of it. This thing happened September 1, 2025. During all the period, Simon Ekpa was Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was undergoing trial. They did not go to bring a lawyer during all those period. They didn't go to bring a lawyer. After his sentencing and after the time of appeal has closed, that is now when they went to get a lawyer. After they have filed all the papers, they have exchanged pleadings. They went and got a lawyer. They are not honest at all. So Biafran should totally disregard them, each and every one of them. None of them is true. And for them to come and did the worst damage that CRC is the judicial arm of BRIGY. Can you see? CRC, judicial arm of BRIGY. Which BRIGY? Where on earth do you see that the judiciary is found in the cabinet? Where on earth? What country? They should mention one country where the judiciary sits with the parliament. These people are shameless, honestly. They're just shameless.
That is why I pinpoint on the person, the so-called professor, and the midst of them. Sometimes I find the people who are given the title of professor and doctors. Is it that those doctors, they don't know those things, or these professors, they don't know those things? Is that not a shame? Is it not a proper shame to the name professor?
They are shameless. They are shameless. In fact, they have criminal intent. Because they want to get money, so they brush every other thing. They brush decency aside. Their ulterior aim is to get money, and because they know that when they mention Prime Minister, mention his name, cry, make point. Then Biafrans will see that these people they are going to bring out Simon Ekpa. That is not true at all.
Time has gone for that. Let me add this, Barrister. I really appreciate you. And Biafrans, we have had it. The voice you are hearing is a voice of a barrister, not just a barrister, a learned barrister, and a practiced barrister who knows what the law says, what the local and international law says. Lives in America again, so that the people that will say, oh, they are bringing in a white man, because some of our people, when they see a white lawyer, you see people begins to agitate somehow, begins to, okay, as if that he will stretch out his hand and they take Mal Simon Ekpa from prison roof and bring him out immediately. You have heard from our lawyer, very brilliant person, and I want to refresh our minds. In the past, the game that this
Before you go there, my brother, Oshima, sorry, there's something that you don't want to chip in, based to back up what Barrister said now. From history aspect of it, can you permit him to just chip in something? Then you now switch on to complete your statement.
Okay, let me throw this one word so that I will not forget it. Then I will hold on when you finish. I want to remind us, Biafrans, in general. In the past, we have had this kind of scenario played out. If you remember the man called Bruce Wayne from United States of America, it happened. He even joined them on fundraising. So why I refresh this our mind is for us not to fall the victim. Oh, American white lawyer is coming. And there was another one that I couldn't remember his name. So it is not a new thing. They are playing an old antics. At this time, it fails. I'll hold it there. At TV, then make your decisions before I will round off the other ones. Thank you.
Yes, so Barrister, good evening from here. Mazkai, can you hear me?
We are hearing your voice. Your voice is very
Okay,
out.
Master, thank you so much. Barrister, good
You
evening
do,
from
my
here. All the
brother.
Biafrans in the building and those in the comment section. Barrister, I thank you so much for having your time to come and also to educate us more. I just only want to back up on what I find out, that the only thing that they are doing is they want to make money with a white man, proving that they bring a lawyer from America so people can come and donate to them. That is the only thing. Whatever they are claiming is not in existence in Finland. And with the Finnish law, no American lawyer can speak in a court of Finnish. No. I don't want to go far. I just want to play these two things out. Then our barrister can handle it and finish it up. Because sometimes our people think that at this 21st century, some things can happen. It cannot happen. It's not happening anywhere at all. Because our people have learned how to use every opportunity to make money. Okay, what Imama Dabo is doing is to use Obatobie to make money. He thinks that Biafrans will allow it to happen. So, in this present Simon Ekpa's case, no lawyer from outside has been registered as a leading lawyer in Finland for our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoko. Those pictures you see that there was snap is to deceive you and to make you to look like if there's something they are doing. So please listen to these two research about Finland history and what they believe on. Listen to this, my people. The lawyer can address it.
Independently act as the primary defense attorney in a Finnish criminal court. However, they can participate in the case through specific legal arrangements. In the case of Simon Ekpa, who is currently facing legal proceedings in Finland, the involvement of a US lawyer would work as follows. 1. The local counsel requirement. In Finland, only those with a Finnish Master of Laws, and usually membership in the Finnish Bar Association, can serve as an advocate. Asian Ajaja. Mandatory local representation. For criminal trials, especially high-stakes ones like terrorism or incitement, a Finnish court requires a defense lawyer who is licensed to practice in Finland and is fluent in the procedural laws of the country. Simon Ekpa's current defense, he is currently represented by Carl Gummerus, a prominent Finnish attorney. 2. How a USA lawyer can help. While an American lawyer cannot stand up in a Finnish court and argue the case alone, they can be part of the legal team in these roles. Legal consultant. They can provide research on international law, human rights, and digital sovereignty to the Finnish defense team. Pro hac vice, special permission. In rare cases, a foreign lawyer can request special permission from a Finnish court to assist or speak, but they must almost always be accompanied by a Finnish lawyer who remains responsible for the case. Diplomatic and media strategy. US lawyers are often hired by international figures to handle lobbying and public relations outside the courtroom, such as communicating with the UN or the US State Department. 3. Obstacles for foreign lawyers in Finland. Language. Finnish court proceedings are conducted in Finnish or Swedish. An American lawyer would be unable to follow or respond to real-time testimony without a translator. Procedural differences. Finland uses a civil law system, which is very different from the US common law system. A US lawyer's expertise in American constitutional rights does not directly apply to Finnish criminal procedure. Key summary of Simon Ekpa's case. Status detail. Current information, March 2026. Primary lawyer. Kari Gimeris, Finland. Current location. Remand detention in Finland. Next major step. Appellate hearing. Expected mid-2026. US involvement. Limited to consulting or advisory roles. Would you like me to research if any specific... To serve as the leading lawyer in a Finnish criminal court, a person must meet specific legal requirements that almost always exclude a lawyer who is only licensed in the USA. While a US lawyer can be part of the team, here is the breakdown of why they cannot lead the case alone and how they can still participate. 1. Why a US lawyer cannot lead the case. In Finland, the leading lawyer, the advocate or Asian Ajaja, must have a deep understanding of Finnish law, which is a civil law system, unlike the American common law system. Degree requirements. To lead a case, a lawyer must hold a Finnish Master of Laws degree. A US law degree is not automatically recognized and would require several years of additional study and equivalence exams in Finland. Bar membership. The lead attorney must be a member of the Finnish Bar Association. Membership is restricted to those who have passed the Finnish bar exam and completed a 4-year apprenticeship in Finland. Language. Court proceedings for the appeal in April-May 2026 will be conducted in Finnish. A lead lawyer must be able to argue and cross-examine witnesses in the official language of the court. 2. The role of a U.S. leading consultant. While they cannot lead in the courtroom, an American lawyer can act as the international lead for Simon Ekpa's defense team. In this role, they would direct the strategy. They can hire and manage the Finnish lawyers, like Kali Gamer. Based on the most recent legal filings and reports as of March 2026, there is no official record of a U.S. law firm being registered as lead counsel in the Finnish courts for the defense of Simon Ekpa. However, the involvement of American firms remains active in a consultative and lobbying capacity. Here is the breakdown of the specific U.S. entities involved in his broader legal and diplomatic strategy.
Lawyer, Barrister, I want to support what I hope you can hear it clearly and be able to hear that nobody, no lawyer from America mentioned that he registered of Simon to manage in America.
Like,
so lawyer, this is my research on my own. I want to take it off from here to the person.
I think I have said it. It is true. It is true because he will have a language barrier, and he will also pass 4 years tutelage, pupillage. Under in fact, it is not done. Like I've said sometimes, you cannot just bring a lawyer from somewhere and badge it into another lawyer that is already there. Even if this man is from Finland, even if he's called into the Finnish bar, but he's not been the lawyer ab initio. He has not been the lawyer from the beginning. You cannot just bring him. It is not done at all. They are just looking for publicity. Pretending to love Simon.
I want to highlight again, Barrister, please, sorry. You see the date they are giving for Finland, and those who are telling us it is in August. They don't know even the date.
I think I had May. I had May. Yes, May. So that is the date. His case is coming up in May.
We don't even need to give them the date again. They allow them to wallow with their confusion.
So these guys are just they are morally depraved people. That they want to make money. They are not with us.
Barrister, please, on this note, I don't know, permission, please, the anchor of the program. I just want to, from your office as a barrister.
You know that I'm still talking. I just give the
still on the matter, but if you don't, continue.
No, just for me to drop this in so that I will go, because time is ticking, and again, I know it's fundraising. So let me just say this, Barrister, dear friends, you see, from the program that Ibu 247 did, which I saw the exposition that Mazikai did against that program, which is very fantastic. And I will advise everybody to go and watch that very program. He did a couple of hours before this one. You see, Ibu 247 said that he, twist his brain and try to confuse himself to say that Mazi, Honorable Uche, and our DPM, that they are working to take Obatubie back to the zoo. They want to deport Obatubie kind of. You see, what a lie from the pit of hell. How on this planet Earth that this man who was there in cabinet will come out to say this? Now, if we are getting one in 247, I will ask you this question or do it as a homework. If we are getting one in 247, when Nigeria, when Malami and the Army Defense Force have boasted that they are going to bring our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. That is a matter of time or a couple of weeks. And we saw that they are not playing. They work hard, seriously over that, to get him done through the back door, through the Nigerian way. Do it illegally, anyhow, kunjam, but let him go to Nigeria. If we are getting 247, who made it possible that our PM did not repatriate to Nigeria? How does it that the case of that case get to European court? DPM did everything she can with the cabinet of USB to make sure, including hiring lawyers for it, which Matanga was one of it, to make sure that our prime minister was not extradited via the back door of Finland to Nigeria so that they will execute him. It will be 247. How comes you came to lie to Biafrans? Now, it will be 247. Give us the evidence of all the accusations that you have laid against Honorable Uche, against our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozo Rabezi. Don't just talk. Give us the clear evidence. Biafrans are waiting for you. And if you don't do that, shame unto you, and you have to shut your mouth permanent until Biafra come. It's not that what you're doing doesn't take anything, because you can see it by yourself. Nobody comment on your post. Nobody reposts what you post. Nobody cares about you. You are just talking to yourself. Even the way you talk, you don't even know how to put your words. So in the 247, I think at this time you need to really go to maybe to psych here for them to check on your brain and see how they can help you. Dear friends, I want to say this. Some of us who are emotional, it is not time to be emotional. Not everything that you're listening to, you will take to your heart or you take, to work with. But sit down, reason it, digest it, calculate it. Look the picture of Obatu Bie, Look the picture of Mazman Kanu, Look the picture of Dr. Ngozo Rabeze, the attitude, the way she does her things, and she takes this government so far, the way she's carrying it. Put all those things, calculate it very well before you take any steps. Very important at this time. Having said that, I want to remind us that this is the hour of fundraising. We know that all of us preach, all of us are doing wonderful things, including coming out here to talk from channels to channels, but it is not enough. There is one thing that this government requires so much now, which is finance, the monetary aspect of it. And again, to confirm our referendum and our exit to Nigeria, according by the research, at Biafran TV date, you need to go and get your ID card, no matter what it takes. Go and get it, because this is your total freedom. And this will give you what you want. You that is wallowing in Europe, you that is going from, refugee camp to refugee camp. That will stop all those things. You that is looking for job, working with another person's document for you to suffering for another person, that will put an end to that. Go and get your ID card. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just $100. Which even if it takes you to starve yourself for a couple of hours for you to get it, it's okay. You can still talk to some of brothers or friends or sisters to support. It's still very good. But the most important is that we get the number that's required by UN, so that this recognition will come faster from America, from China, from Russia, and Europe. I think it's about 5 countries that Chino read out. So, dear friends, this is the time. let us come to the fundraising, support it. And today, while you are doing that, the link is there for you to go for your ID card. Do it at the same time. May God bless us. See us on fundraising. Mazichino, I really thank you for everything you're doing. And I can keep thanking you. You are really doing wonderfully well as a Biafran. What you're doing is not just for Biafrans, but it's also for you. Barrister, I thank you so much for coming here. Always when the need arrives, even as Kai said it, as Kai said that he didn't even call, that it's you yourself that called. Can you imagine a barrister volunteered himself? What are you now doing? You Biafra like I am. And
this is not the first time. So
wonderful.
Barrister is just like, anyway, I don't know. I'm happy that everybody noticed the effort and the love that Barrister have for our people. Thank you so much. Thank you, Showmaster.
Yeah, let me just say this to him. Please, Barrister, we know there's something you said at the beginning. I think you know everything because it's you that will teach us now as a learned man. We were not learned according by the lawyers. So please, but when there's movement that I buy the way you said it, I think when you tell Biafrans that there is a way your movement is, we will understand. You don't go the route like that because now Adabu is going to get on the Emaguna in the morning because now. So you understand. Thank you everybody. See us.
Thank you, Shamaza. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. Because we are rushing because of fundraising. So we are going to just try our best to map out time for this program next time. Biafra.
Yeah, Mazakai, please. I have an announcement from the
before you make the
USB government on behalf to do for this little announcement. Can I go on?
Please let me do this before you continue. Please, Zekai, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Madam Original. Okay, you are the one. Let him just make that. No, he's not contributing, just announcement because of our people that are going to fundraising. Can you just make it snappy so that I hope because
very snappy. Right? Please, my fellow Biafrans, there is an urgent, important information that we are going to circulate from now to 1 week for the issue of the new mandate account. The old new mandate account of the payment on the new mandate account or ./org is no longer using by the USB. Exile, Solomon Nkwocha, Egu Praise, and Jidofo, they are trying to siphon money for that account before our DPM got information and they called emergency meeting to the people of the USB, to the government, to the cabinet members, and quickly they have changed the account. So on this ./org is no longer using by USB. What we are using now is donate payment on USBG/new mandate account is the one that USB is using. United of Biafra.org. Now that is the old one. Do not use that one. Use the one, the new dimension, the new dimension mandate.com is the one they are very authentic now. Look at the name I mentioned. Let me repeat the name again. This boy, Biafra is my home TV. And Afiawo Ezamru Nobi, who happened to be my brother, who is a criminal, who also moved away the Biafra military he was training on behalf of USB. Him and Solomon Nkwocha, Egu Praise, and Jidofo are trying to siphon money from that account. That is why today, if you are donating on the new mandate, on anything about new mandate, if it is not thenewmandate.com. Please do not put your money there.
So
That
it's
is the
just
urgent information
newmandate.com,
we need to
nothing
know.
else.
Yes,
You know,
just on the newmandate.com. That is the one that
Newman,
USB is involved. And
That
what
is
you will
why
see,
I dropped my WhatsApp link where we have already shared it. And
okay.
or
so
if you're in any WhatsApp, because I just shared that in my WhatsApp group. Many people have joined us.
Oh, wow.
Can you call the accounts again, please? Can you call the accounts again, please?
The newdimensionmandate.com. The new dimensionmandate.com. That is only the account number.
So okay,
watch.com is still look at the way it is. Donate payment on USBG newdimensionmandate.com. No more .org is not involved this time because the enemies are trying to hijack money or take money from that particular account. This is an urgent information to every Biafrans. Then if you're in the homeland, you don't have account to donate, you must call on this number. If you're in the homeland, there is a number you must call before you can be able to donate money once you are in the homeland. That number, before the fundraising, they will print it out and we also share it on all our WhatsApp group from the homeland. So please, let us be focused and be mindful of where we are putting our money because of this.
If you want to have access to everything that you said now, you go to our WhatsApp group or you go to USB WhatsApp group. There's WhatsApp group USB worldwide. It is there as well. So you must. That's why it's not good for you to avoid being most of this WhatsApp, so that when this kind of thing happen, you have the authentic information for you not to be missing from the information. Anyway, thank you so much. God bless you, and we are going to continue. Madam Origin, continue.
Thank you. I just one little correction on that. You don't use USB as USB. It is full United States of Biafra. You write it in full, one word. United States of Biafra .org. But if you're doing New Dimension, it has to be .com. That's the difference.
Exactly. That's what we have here truly.
Yeah, newdimension.com. If you're going to use United States of Biafra, you write it in full.
United States of Biafra
.org. So the last the .org, never use it for New Dimension. That is and like you said, it is important. If anybody is on WhatsApp group, you can click on directly from the main information, so you don't have to make any mistake. Thank you all so much. Something very important I want to add in this discussion, Barrister, I greet you, sir. God bless you. Everybody, all protocols observed.
Hello, put your mic, my brother.
So one important thing I want to add to all the discussion we have today is something that is a little bit important as well as critical. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze made this statement, which I took to heart. And I think that is where we need to pay attention to. When Prime Minister Simon Ekpa case came the first time, one thing happened. A woman, blocked our the advocates, the people that were working with pushing the freedom of Biafra with Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, which Dr. Matanga was one of them. They blocked them. Now, in this appeal, this is the means with which they want to block them. They want to block them by bringing, remember, what they are not saying they are bringing the lawyer to represent. They say they are bringing someone as a legal consultant. And if they succeed in bringing this man from America, who has confessed that he does not know anything about what our grievances, our problems, which these other lawyers, like Dr. Matanga and another one, that they have been blocking. Let us not miss the target. Let us not miss the what these people actually want to do. They want to block and replace what Finland may allow as an outsider or an international legal personnel to come in. If there is room for that, if it is one or two, they want to block and use this one they are cooking up. So our focus should be on letting Biafrans know that they want to block the real persons they blocked the first time that jeopardized Mazi Simon Ekpa's case. So when you listen to what the research that Ray Biafra TV did, you hear that it is allowed to have a legal consultant who can provide research on international law, can also provide, this one I'm adding it myself, can also provide insights to the Biafra issues and grievances, which is what we need. This guy that they have brought, I've made it clear to you, he has no clue. So why would you bring someone that has no clue as a legal consultant? We have someone that has our grievances, is pushing for our freedom. You want to relegate it to the background. This is exactly what these people are planning to do. And this is what we must let Biafrans know, to stop them, not fund it. Make sure that we raise dust and say, we don't want this man from America, because he does not know our pain. He does not know what we are going through. He does not know our grievances. He does not know about the poor massacre. He does not know. Some people are already pushing this agenda, and these are the people we want them to go and speak for us in Finland. That's where I want to rest it. Thank you, Mazikai.
Please, Mazikai.
Yes.
Yeah, having heard from Madam Origin exactly what I was coming in to say something, and what I intended saying there was that the movement of this Professor Koma and whoever that went to Finland, to me, is beyond that gift. To me, I don't know if I've said it before, but I just want to establish within me, my spirit tells me that they are trying to do something that is worse, but using that picture to cover it up or whatever, to, to act as though they went for good. For me, because like Madam Origin said, having listened to DPM last time, I want to agree. I want to agree within me that these people did not go for the good of Mazi Simon Ekpa, but they went for something else. But in order to cover up, because having come into Finland, they must have been sane. They must have been sane. Just like somebody came here or at Kalenda TV and told us when Ogenkere returned to Finland after the convention, and the statement of Van 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 to him as well. That guy did not hide his face. But I am still believing or trusting. I suspect these people that their move is more dangerous than we can imagine, or the pictures that is flying on the social media. There is something worse is behind those pictures. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The thing is that you cannot trust anybody these days. Is it Chomokoma? There's a one story behind, one story that I don't want to talk about, because one of our sister, I think IJ, promised to detail us on that issue, and she have not done that. About the money they received from government, how many of them? I think 20 million or 30 million.
21 million. 21 million.
21 million. Thank you.
Hello, Mel.
So, and IJ is somebody that when she talks from her heart. I don't see her someone that can talk from late story, and she's not the first person that said that. But she's when you listen to her, you can feel first hand information. Like she's aware of what she's saying. She know what happened. Not that she's a partaker, but she has somebody that know exactly what transpired, and that is why you can feel her pain each time you mention Jomo Koma and in her involvement with that amount of money. So, these people that are telling that DPM is a Nigerian agent, she's a sellout. There's no history of DPM receiving money from anybody. Proved that she's involved in those things, but they prefer to work with somebody that have history of that kind of thing. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You said that but you are running away from somebody that you think, oh, this person. Yeah, the way this person is walking like this guy can eat the dog meat you. But the other person that have been caught with dog meat, you prefer to protect the person and work with that person to find someone that you are suspecting that looks like. So if there's no sense in that kind of thing. That's why I don't trust any of them. It's always good that you, like Barrister said, always use your even if you are blind, can't you hear? So my brother, legend, you have said it all. Thank you, my people. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes. A leopard cannot hide its spots.
Which is true.
This bunch of people that are in CRC BGC, they do not like Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. They do not like him at all.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
They do not like him. I've said it before. They do not like him because if they like him, they will sustain his trajectory, which was to declare Biafra and to sustain it. They do not like him. So people, in fact, the time has come when there should be a surveillance on that group of people, whatever they are doing. They should be placed under surveillance because I do not believe that they can now turn around when they are trying to pull down everything that Prime Minister has done so far. They want to pull it down. They now turn around to love him. So we should be very, very careful. Because even that thing they purport to be a book may not be a book, actually. It may not be a book. It may contain some noxious substances that if somebody inhales it, the person may have some problems. So
exactly,
they should be. In fact,
and that is why the lawyer would have not accepted.
We should watch them very, very closely. We should watch them closely. See, and Prime Minister Simon Ekpa cannot ask them to do anything for him. So they are just trying to impose themselves, to do something so that they can get money from our people. And that is why everybody...
That's exactly what Madam Origin said. They want to block the access like before.
Should take it upon himself to let Biafrans know that these people should be avoided like leprosy. They should be avoided like leprosy, all of them. They don't love Simon Ekpa. They don't love him at all.
But I don't know if you remember what I told you when we started the issue of bylaw. You see, I prefer to I begin to feel like Ogenkere look more innocent than all these people, because Ogenkere is Ogenkere today. This version of Ogenkere that we know today is because of the brain behind Ogenkere that that we know today, okay, started from these people, these gangsters from CRC, BGCLB, whatever they call themselves. They are the one that planned everything that Ogenkere, is enjoying. The issue of APM was created by Imam Madabo and these people. The issue of that bylaw is not Ogenkere's brain, like it's not the Ogenkere idea. Ogenkere don't think that deep. Then the issue of putting out memo on time to counter anything is initiated by these people. And the one that will expose everything, maybe you are doubting what I'm saying, just pay attention. In that bylaw, because I said it before, and I want people to think deep on this, in the bylaw, it is written that Ogenkere will emerge as PM if PM did not come out so time. In that bylaw, it is there. And when they were together with Ogenkere, they didn't see that as a problem. It was okay, it's just normal thing. Yes, now of course, let's go. Once PM did not come out 6 months, you can now become our PM. They agreed, they are working with, they accepted it, they were working with him. Until the issue of who is in charge of account came up. That is when they say, okay, let us go and continue our own. After all, we are the one that make you who you are. Because they are the brainchild of this version of Ogenkere we are seeing today. So if I thought that any love PM, they should have fallen out with Ogenkere when that bylaw issue surfaced. Because in that bylaw, it is written that the Ogenkere will emerge as their prime minister at so time. But they were okay with that idea. They did not agitate. So any of them talking now that, okay, this one that called, because Ogenkere said that he's not prime minister. As I said, do they break up with Ogenkere because of Ogenkere becoming a prime minister or not? The answer is no. The problem is about account, not even emerging as a prime minister, meaning that had Ogenkere accept that kind of suggestion they gave Ogenkere to become prime minister and not person be in charge of the account, they would have been together today, and Ogenkere would have been their prime minister. The same people that I see now dragging that going to law court and hiring one lawyer from left and right, and you want to tell me that someone like you, our own brother, will go, who have turned to something else. Watch all those things, and you now on your camera trying to explain to me the reason why.
Mazikai, I want to please just 1 minute. Just to add from your this thing, I want to ask our barrister. Our international lawyer, I think he's also from America and hired by our PM Simon. I think he's still with us. Or if any cabinet can answer that question.
He's in the Philippines.
Please, our international lawyer.
Yes, he's in the Philippines.
Okay, he's the Philippines.
Yes.
But he's still with us.
He's from the Philippines, or he's in the Philippines?
That's where he is.
Okay, but he's still with us.
Yes.
I have a question on that. Is
yes, my sister, 1 minute. That is number one question. Number two question I wanted to ask is, if any member of the cabinet is here, please let him answer this question. When our PM was arrested, did Imam Madabo and Ogenkere and his group, before they raised that memo, did they say bring the idea to the DPM and all the cabinet? Please let us consult the international lawyer to know exactly what we're supposed to do because of the case of our prime minister arrested, or suggest anything to look for another lawyer if that lawyer is not capable before they raise any memo to replace our PM or to bring Ogenkere in. Please, if any of the cabinet is here, please can you help us to answer this question? Thank you.
I don't think you need any member of the cabinet to answer this question. This is a conspiracy. They did not consult the DPM or any member of the cabinet. It's a conspiracy. All of them are conspirators.
So Then why
Yes.
is our PM so important for them now? Why they love him so much now that they're
That is
going to America to look for a lawyer and undermine the international law that our PM himself hired when he
that is
was here?
why
So
that is
that
why
will show every Biafrans who they are working for. Thank you.
yes, they are not working for Biafrans, because anybody who has the interest of Biafrans at heart, the person is going to work with USB. Whatever you feel you can do, you are going to do it with USB. You cannot form another platform and you are working at cross purposes and you say you love Simon Ekpa. It is a lie from the pit of hell. It is a lie. So they are not with us at all. So all this it means more that there is more that meets the eye. This thing they are doing with this international whatever they are calling. They are not with us, and in fact, people, we should be very, very careful. Those that reach Mazi Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister, should tell him to be very careful. They should tell him to be very careful. Even those he shakes, even people he talk to, he should be very careful, because these days technology has perfected a lot of ways to cause harm on somebody. And these people are so desperate.
And let us not forget that these people are working directly with the Nigeria government. Their whole aim is to, if possible, and because Finland is not, now we have seen that it is obvious that Finland is not helping matters. The fact that these people went and took picture in front of, what is that, his name, Alex Stubb House or whatever, and the fact that they are shaking hands with a lawyer inside Finland, and the fact that we know that in the time past they used Ogenkere and group to undermine the first with the woman that prevented those international lawyers that's supposed to present our grievances, because what is happening in Finland is not just Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, is what Prime Minister Simon Ekpa stood for, which is our freedom, our liberation, our grievances. The fact that we are called all kinds of names when the ones that are destroying us are working in collaboration with Finland. And these people had the audacity to come out to tell us that they have a legal consultant. What happens to the legal consultants that know our grievances, that are supposed to represent us as Biafrans and represent Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, who he has been working with them? So it is clear that this particular step they are taking is to undermine the appeals that is coming. They were never in the picture when the appeal is being set up. So why suddenly they come in from nowhere? And this man have made it clear that he does not know anything about our pain and our grievances. Yes, he may have an idea. In America, they're talking about genocide. It's not the only thing going on. So even if he knows about genocide, these people, these advocates that has been working with us, know our story. They are the ones to go there and speak for us, not a newbie. We don't need anybody new from what is going on. That is what we need to stand on, that they do not need to bring this person to replace, because that's what they want to do. That's what they did before. They stopped them before. Now, because there is this appeal and there is an opening where these our lawyers can come and provide the legal consultation, to provide any research about our grievances, these our lawyers have it. So why bring in a new person to replace him? That's the problem. I rest it there. Someone else can contribute.
Thank you so much. We're actually winding down because of the fundraising. This is a few minutes to a few minutes after. So let me just, because we have to try our best to at least spend 20 minutes rest before coming back again. Thank you so much. Barrister, River Goddess is sending her greetings to you. And
Okay.
she asked a question. Though she have asked this question before, but she don't feel contented when we reply her. when we try to answer this question, she don't feel comfortable with our answer. So she want to ask you the same thing, because I can see that we have answered this question in the past. She said, Barrister, I greet you, sir. I have asked these questions. Why is it that PM Simon Ekpa is giving this mediocre chance and having close contact with them? What do you have to say about this?
In fact, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is supposed to decide who represents him, because that is his right. He's right. He has the right to decide who represents him. Well, I can't actually say why he's allowing these people to come close to him, or whether they are coming close to him, or whether they are trying to meet him through proxies. They may try to meet him through proxies. But what I am sure is that a body that is adverse to the USB cannot be a friend of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. A body that is adverse to USB can never, can never. So that is why the government itself should monitor these people very well. And the government should make representations. The government should write to the prison authorities about these people. And the lawyers that are representing Prime Minister Simon Ekpa should be very weary of these people they are bringing. They should write our lawyers telling them that these people that are purporting to bring a lawyer from America are not working with the USB government, which is actually where Prime Minister Simon Ekpa belongs, so that the lawyers will take up the matter even with the court.
Okay, thank you so much, Barrister. Another question before we go is that there's this argument that why PM did not mention, why did he say that he don't know anything about USB when they asked him in the court, in first trial? He said that he don't know anything about USB. Some people are capitalizing on that to make it look like PM deny anything about USB.
His answer, as at the time PM his matter came up at this, his PM has been taken. He has been taken. He was not there when USB was redeclared. He was not there. So he cannot, if he says he knows anything about USB in the court, in that, another probing question will come up to find out what he knows about USB. So it is better he answers that way, so as to cut off any other question they would want to ask him about USB.
God bless you. Thank you so much. So my people, we have come to an end of this live broadcast, and with our barrister, and barrister, we have to end it now. Maybe do you have anything to say before we end?
No, it's all right. I would like to move out now.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, barrister. God bless you and reward you for your good work.
Thank you.
Our prayer is that we all shall see Biafra. God bless you, sir. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. My regards to your family. God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, my people. Thank you, all of us in the studio here, and all of us in the comment section. Chino, I greet you, Madam Origin. God bless you, and legends, Ocean Master, our brother Greg Benchukes, who was here, and I hope I'm not missing anybody. I thank you so much for joining us this hour. Please keep your eyes on the channel. We are coming back for fundraising in a few minutes from now. God bless you and stay safe. Bye bye for now. Take care.